You don't just live in your home. You live in your neighborhood as well. So when you're shopping for a home, you want to know as much about the area around it as possible. Luckily, Homes.com has got you covered. Each listing features a comprehensive neighborhood guide from local experts. Everything you'd ever want to know about a neighborhood, including the number of homes for sale, transportation, local amenities, cultural attractions, unique qualities, and even things like median lot size and a noise score. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
With an American Standard heat pump system, the future of heating and cooling your home is already here. Bringing constant comfort to your home, American Standard heat pumps are energy efficient, reliable, and ready for tomorrow, today. Plus, making the upgrade from your traditional furnace or AC unit is easier than ever before with home energy offers, rebates, and tax credits. Learn more at americanstandardair.com/electrification. American Standard, built to a higher standard.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
It's time to dust off your glove, grab your bat, and hit the road for some baseball. But before you head to the game, make sure your ride is in top shape. At Axton Automotive, our skilled mechanics ensure your vehicle is running smoothly so you can focus on cheering for your team. Don't strike out this spring. Get your car ready for baseball season. Visit AxtonAutomotive.com or call 360-685-7976.
What's up? It's your boy, The Ted Smith from The Men's Room. And did you know I have a podcast? Well, I do. The Podcast. New episodes uploaded every Wednesday on the Odyssey app.
Unfortunately, what you're about to hear is real. The members of this radio program are simply not that bright, or what some people would call educated. They are merely stupid. They're not trying to offend anyone on purpose. And all have played doctors on TV. You have been warned and are cordially invited to join the party. This is the Men's Room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. You know what they say, shake your radio more than 3 times, and you're playing with it. You're listening to the Men's Room.
And away we go. Welcome to Season 19, Episode number 4123. Along with Steve the Thrill Hill, the Ted Smith, and my cock, Montgomery. And you are the Men's Room. On tap today, once again, we play Big Dummy. Ted's Meat and Potatoes has America's favorite dishes. We will play Profile This, plus headlines, Men's Room Shot of the Day, fun with listener emails, and everyone's favorite, TV Time with Ted.
Click, clack.
Drink. All right, here we go. Australian man in hospital after a wedding proposal, but says he had a blast. Meanwhile, believe it or not, one Motel 6 used to take ground beef as a payment, but those days are now in the past. Leopard in China Zoo is making news because it's so fat. 2 camels at Cedar Point were not in their usual habitat, and 500 tons of crap catches fire at a London waste facility. That is all coming on today's very special episode of The Men's Room.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right, today is the day that we play Big Dummy, the game show that rewards you for your stunning ignorance. And here's how it works. You call us, we will spin the category wheel. Just give it the extra time. I know you're running the board.
Yeah, I got stuff going on over here,
I
dude.
know. I told you to put the wheel closer to you, but you insisted that you feel better when it's in the same spot. Whatever.
I'll just run back and forth.
Okay, man. It's what you want to do. So we will spin the category wheel, and then we will ask you a question from that category. But here's where Big Dummy separates itself from your average, more reputable game show. We will continue to ask you questions until you get one right. Because, as always, we want you to leave here smarter than you showed up. Now, so far this year, our biggest dummy has been the lovely and talented Pam, who thought Peter Dinklage was another name for erectile dysfunction and found a way to answer 14 consecutive questions wrong. Can you do better? Of course you can. Everyone else has. So give us a call, and off we go on Big Dummy.
To be a contestant and play Big Dummy, call 206-803-ROCK. Like the Men's Room on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Men's Room Live, and send your emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com.
You don't just live in your home. You live in your neighborhood as well. So when you're shopping for a home, you want to know as much about the area around it as possible. Luckily, Homes.com has got you covered. Each listing features a comprehensive neighborhood guide from local experts. Everything you'd ever want to know about a neighborhood, including the number of homes for sale, transportation, local amenities, cultural attractions, unique qualities, and even things like median lot size and a noise score. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance, too, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
With an American Standard heat pump system, the future of heating and cooling your home is already here. Bringing constant comfort to your home, American Standard heat pumps are energy efficient, reliable, and ready for tomorrow, today. Plus, making the upgrade from your traditional furnace or AC unit is easier than ever before with home energy offers, rebates, and tax credits. Learn more at americanstandardair.com/electrification. American Standard, built to a higher standard.
If the last few years have taught us anything, it's that human connection means the world. By connecting with one another, we know we're not alone. By connecting, we feel what others feel. We breathe better, laugh easier, and feel healthier. At Regents, connection is at the heart of everything we do. It inspires our commitment to our communities and to you. Here, health isn't just a you thing, it's a we thing. Regents Blue Shield. Together we health.
The debauchery rolls on. You're listening to The Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Oh, but Charles, away we go. Welcome to season 19, episode number 4123. What a large and in charge program we have for you today. Guaranteed future repeat on this lovely Thursday. The head chef is back. Ted's Meat and Potatoes. You have some all-American favorite foods, the American dishes, so to speak.
Yeah, and I will say this segment is aptly titled today.
As far as what you think of when you maybe you're coming in from a different country, visiting America, these are your American foods? Or is it perception, or is it really just, you live in America, here's what we eat?
Yes.
Okay.
It's just here's what Americans like, because they voted on it, what they love the most. But meat and potatoes, heavily featured.
All right.
I can believe that. Some of them are just side dishes, but most of them are stuff. And everything on this list, you're going to go, yeah, I like that.
Very unique to the United States.
Yeah.
Not some.
It's good all-American food, man.
That's right. So the head chef's coming up with Ted's Meat and Potatoes. We will have some updated locations for the Men's Room IPA from Black Raven Brewing for you today. Thank you for continuing to email in the locations, whether you find it on draft or you find it someplace on cans. One special thing is going down concerning the beer this coming Saturday.
Yes.
Saturday in Tangletown. Tangletown is a little bit east of Green Lake. It's up on top of the hill. Cool little neighborhood up there.
That's great.
There's a bar called Lenny's Place. It's legendary. It's been there for a number of years. years. Now, what Lenny's Place does is every year they get a keg of beer and they donate 100% of the proceeds to charity.
Because they get it.
They pick a different charity every year that's near and dear to them. This year, they decided to go with the Fisher House and the 3 locations here in the Pacific Northwest. So they have the Men's Room IPA from Black Raven on tap. They will have it all day from the time that Lenny's opens until the time it closes. Mm-hmm. What you need to know is all of the proceeds that day will go to the Fisher House. If the beer is $5, $6, whatever it is, $7, every single dime will go to the Fisher House. And that's all day long. So that's an all-day event. If you happen to be in the area, maybe you take a run around Green Lake. You know what I mean?
No, Miles. Yeah. Don't turn it back into that crap other people do.
Reward yourself.
A couple of beers. Beer.
Well, but
that is the best way to raise money for children. Let's do a fun run. No, drink beer. Make it easy.
Have you gone around Green Lake once before? Have you ever walked around?
I've done it like 3 times maybe in my life, and I realized there's nothing wrong with Green Lake itself. But then I asked myself, why are you running?
All right, I'll tell you why. Yoga pants.
Yeah, but here's the difference. As I walk, all the yoga pants that go by, I see more than you do as a result of running. Because you can run at a good clip, so you get 2 or 3 that I know you're pacing behind.
You need a pace. Yeah, you need to find a good pacer.
I'm a thrill. I did just walk that bad boy. Take in the sights.
Yeah, get a little exercise and go up to Lenny's Place.
Hey, you know what, though? You don't have to be Miles. Maybe you're being lazy. The point is, get into Lenny's and drink a damn beer.
All right. Okay.
There'll be yoga pants.
I mean, I like your idea. Both things can be true. You want to get after it,
get a little
get
after
after
it,
it.
Man, get a beer, taste so good.
But if you don't have to.
Just walk in your pajamas, get some breakfast.
Yeah, one of your buddies, your wife says, I don't know, we should go to Lenny's yet. You say, honey, this is for charity. This isn't about me drinking beer. It's for the Fisher House.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
Unless she hates charity.
Okay.
Hey, man, that's a red flag in your relationship. Just throwing it out there.
So that's all day at Lenny's Place on Saturday in Tangletown. Now, of course, the following Saturday, we will be at the Lime in Kirkland.
Yes.
For the Men's Room World Tour.
Castle was out there earlier today doing whatever business people do before we show up. And he's like, dude, I had 2 beers and what is it, prime rib sandwich?
Sandwich dip. Prime rib dip.
It was hard to come back to work. He's like, I should go home.
Business people. He's out there drinking beer.
Yeah.
But that's part of the business because much like we do for charity, see, he understands how to do it.
So it'll be on the 22nd, the following Saturday. We'll be there from 2 until 4. We will have the sausage from Wooley's Famous Sausage. The Men's Room Beer Brat will be there. The San Juan Salsa, Men's Room Roasted Red Salsa.
The salsa people are there.
San Juan. And, of course, the Black Raven IPA from the Men's Room Black Raven IPA will be on tap there.
And you finally are going to eat one of those damn sausages.
I am going to eat one of those sausages.
Have you had one yet? I have not.
Yeah.
Okay. And back to supporting the Fisher House. All the money's just basically going there. The party's absolutely free. No ticket is required. We've never been to Kirkland before, so looking forward to hanging out. Hopefully a sunny weekend.
I'm hoping so.
And hopefully you can join us at the Lime. Okay, on to our show today. Today is the day we play the game known as Big Dummy. Easy game to play. We spin the category wheel. You are either playing for Team Sober or Team Not Sober. So far, our biggest dummy has been Pam. It took her 13 questions to get one right. And as we like to do when we play Big Dummy, we do a little men's room poll. The last time we asked you to pick a superpower.
Oh, that's right.
Pick a superpower. Here were your options on the superpower that you could have. At any given time, you could make anyone fart.
Mm-hmm.
That was superpower number 1. The next superpower, make anyone puke at any given time. Also on the list, you could shut anyone up anytime you want.
Shut your mouth!
And finally, break up any relationship. Those were your 4 options on your superpower. The hell just happened there?
That's the phone dong.
Ending
a relationship.
Relationship's over.
I follow
you see, Mike is giving you what we call audio support.
I was like, did we already lose our first caller again? Here's another one.
I'll tell you, he's quick on that thing.
That's it. So here's how the results shook out. We put up the poll on Twitter at Men's Room Live, if you follow us there. And here's how the poll shook out. Coming in last place, your superpower, only 7% of you said, I would like to make anyone puke.
Only 7? All right, well, given the other options,
7%. 9% of you said, you know what? I will break up any relationship. That came in third place. Coming in with only 12% of the vote, and number 2, the ability to make anyone fart anytime you wanted. Overwhelmingly. I mean, it was an ass kicking. 73% of you said if you could have one superpower, it would be to shut anyone up at any time that you wanted.
Yeah, I think maybe in the last 10 years that's become a thing.
That says a lot.
Shut up. Just shut up. It does.
It really does.
Cut that bitch off. Netcall.
But much like He-Man, you'd have to say that, to make it happen.
I think it'd be nicer, too, if, sometimes it's not even a mean thing, but, somebody's just, they don't know they're retelling the same story or whatever. So instead of being mean and being like, shut up, dude, I heard that. You just kind of give him the little, what do you guys
click your hands together?
Use of the force or whatever.
Ryan, could you please put the pitcher of beer back in the refrigerator so it's cold when we want one instead of leaving it out on the counter?
And don't be proud of your pour. I just refilled it. You got about a third of a pitcher by the time the foam went away.
I was a little surprised that it was full because when I went out there last time, it was not full.
Yeah, that's why I refilled.
I thought you said you were only going to get a couple beers at the Lime and then you were going to come in and do work.
That's exactly what I did. And that's exactly what I'm doing.
I see.
Just with more beer.
Okay. All right. But you said the prime rib dip sandwich there. Fantastic. Okay, good. All right. Very good. Okay, so this week on the poll.
Did he try the wings?
Well, that's where I want.
I know, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah. This week on the poll, as you know, Sunday is Father's Day.
That is correct.
It is.
Oh, wow, what a day. I mean, man, it's just a Sunday where there's...
Look, I'm not trying to sound essay. I am a dad, love my kids, the kids love me, great relationship. However, this particular Sunday, as a spring football fan myself, it's their championship game, right?
All right.
So everyone keeps needling me about what I want to do.
It's the whose championship game?
UFL.
Oh, UFL.
UFL. I would like to watch it. That's honestly what I want to do on Father's Day. So what do you want to do? And you don't want to sound, like a D-bag, like, I want to be left the hell alone to watch football. But the truth is, I want to be left the hell alone to watch football. But that's not going to happen.
No.
I got to figure out what time that game is, and then we can either do something before or something after, but I want nothing during.
Okay. Yeah. I'll probably end up doing what I do every.
That game's on at 1 p.m.
So 1 to 4.
That's standard football time.
You know what? That's okay. So I'll tell the kids, look, do you want to do... No, we're not doing anything early. I don't want to get up. So let's go here for dinner. That's the plan. Thank you, Ted. Yep. Now I can put a plan
I'm going to play golf and then hang out with my daughter in the evenings. That's a perfect day for me. I can't ask for anything more than that. Our poll today is going to be...
I'm going to eat barbecue.
You realize both of us are doing exactly what we do on any given Sunday. It just happens that it's Father... You're going to play golf, and you'll happen to see your daughter later. I'm going to watch football. I'll hang out with the kids later. It's like any other day.
If you really think about it, they should just move Father's Day to the fall.
But what day? Sunday?
What?
Yeah.
NFL
no,
football,
because when kids are younger...
Then every dad would have a good excuse to be like, I just need some time today. That's all I want is peace and quiet. And
I don't think
7 hours of commercial-free football.
They're going to quote Scott Hansen.
Yeah.
It
starts now, kids. Out of the room.
One thing Dad's got to remember, though, man, if you want that day off on Sunday to do whatever you want, Saturday's a bitch. You're going to be cutting grass. You're going to be doing all that.
You got to get it all done.
Yeah, you got to get that day prepped, kind of.
Mothers get the weekend. Dad gets the day.
Yeah, that's true.
But no one takes their dad to dinner. No one goes like, Dad, I bought you tickets to the Mariners. We're going to go down and check out the Mariners. Nobody plans anything or gives them tickets for a future concert.
I think it's the age of the kid.
People do.
But the problem is, for your kids to hook you up like that on Father's Day, they've already moved out. So they're an adult. They can drink with you because, let's face it, you probably want to drink with Dad more than Mom when it comes down to it, just beers.
Yeah.
So, when my son moves out of the house, I'm sure, hey, Dad, you want to go to the Mariners game? I'll say, sure, man. Let's. Right now, that's not the case.
But any age of being either a parent or being a son or daughter, when it comes between Mother's Day and Father's Day, most people know that guys. It's not that they don't celebrate certain holidays and enjoy those holidays. Mm-hmm. It's more the fact that dads are just dad, and dads seem to be the maybe hopefully the easygoing ones, or the cool dad, or not really the uptight person, or not anyone that you really need to impress. Mother's Day, to me, the heat seems to be on a little bit more.
It's like the first version of Valentine's Day for kids. Like, you need to get a card. You need to get her flowers.
Right.
These things are very important.
I sent my mother a bouquet of flowers for Mother's Day. I wouldn't even think. I wouldn't even know what to send my dad. I wouldn't even think about sending him anything. Not that I don't love my dad. It's just that I know
you don't ask for anything.
Exactly. It's so to me.
I used to send my dad gift cards for restaurants he liked.
That's okay.
That's awesome.
So me and my wife do for my father. It's like, look, you can either get the gift card to like Jazz Alley because he loves that or a gift card to some good barbecue place.
But both those are great.
Yeah, but there's nothing else that he wants.
Okay, my dad would get all fired up too. He'd be like, "All right, it's a steakhouse." And I'm like, "All right, Ruth Chris." He just wants to go to like Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah, nothing wrong with Texas Roadhouse.
But it was always just a giant chain. The next year it'd be like, Think you could spring for Chili's? Like, yeah, Dad, I got you.
Yeah,
Chili's. I'll send you a little something.
My sister.
You don't get it. Get 2 appetizers.
My sister worked at Texas Roadhouse. She swears by that restaurant.
I know. Yeah, I know.
I don't think we have any in the area.
They're
here.
famous for their rolls, too.
Well, apparently their steaks are fantastic. For that, that price point of a restaurant. They have pretty good food. I'm sure they're not as cheap as they used to be back in the day, but still, you're still going out for a steak. So today on the poll, we are going to eliminate a holiday. All right?
Mm-hmm.
So this holiday will never exist, and it'll be gone. So you're going to eliminate one. Will it be Father's and Mother's Day?
Mm-hmm.
So Father's and Mother's Day, eliminated. Next up, you eliminate Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is gone as far as the holiday. Now, maybe they still play football. I don't know, but the holiday's done. The next up is Christmas and Hanukkah, or any type of Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate during the holidays.
Ramadan, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Christmas.
All those things, yeah. So
Boxing Day.
Festivus.
You get the idea. And finally, 4th of July. And you might think to yourself, well, the 4th of July. Everyone celebrates the 4th of July here in the United States in some form or fashion. Whether you have fireworks at home, whether you go and watch fireworks at night, the outdoor activities during the day, what are you putting on the grill, the parties, the barbecue, the families, the neighbors, all of those things.
To me, you're overthinking it. This is simple. What are the holidays that you do not get off from work? Mother's Day, Father's Day, gone. Look, man, Thanksgiving, whether you care about the holiday or not, you want that same dry-ass stupid turkey, cool. I'm off from work, I get a 4-day weekend. Christmas, kids are off from school, they're happy about it. I get a solid week off, right? I'm keeping it. July 4th falls on, a Thursday this year, so we get a 4-day weekend. I'm taking it. Father's Day, I'm already off. Mother's Day, I'm already off. Listen, no offense, but when you guarantee that a holiday is on a Sunday, I do not care about that holiday. Now, every holiday is going to fall on a Sunday at some point, but, I don't care. Why do you think they put Labor Day, Memorial Day on Mondays? Because you want the time off from work.
I guess that is what Easter always falls on a Sunday, right?
But
Correct.
in some
Easter
places,
Sunday.
like in the South, you still get Easter Monday off.
What?
Yeah. If you're in the South, there's Easter Sunday. But the point is, it's a highly religious part of the country, so you get Easter Monday off. I had never heard of that. We moved to Baltimore. My mom's like, no, you don't go to school until Tuesday. Even though I had a week off for spring break, she goes, dude, it's Easter Monday. I'm like, what the F is Easter Monday?
We always got Easter Monday.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So,
I've never had that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So you grew up in a heathen state that is West Virginia.
What is going on there?
You heathens work a day more than everyone else.
Man, oh, man.
And honestly, Easter, I mean, that's you think about leftovers at Thanksgiving and Christmas, there's just food around the whole time. But when I was growing up, that Easter Monday, ham sandwich
on Monday,
mac
brother.
and cheese,
I think my favorite holiday of all these, honest to God, is Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving's pretty strong, man.
I mean, I know Christmas is a little bit hectic and all those things.
People stress at Christmas.
But to me, it's just about the food and the family at Thanksgiving that I really enjoy.
Football.
And the football. Yeah, it's all there. It's all there wrapped in one package.
Thanksgiving's a lot more relaxed and a fun day.
And I'm off.
Yeah, Christmas is NBA basketball, maybe a bowl game here or there, but for the most part.
Now the NFL is doing Christmas games.
On Christmas, that's right.
Yeah.
What day of the week is it this year? Because that's what's going to make this. Is it like a Tuesday or something like that?
I think it's a Wednesday.
Yeah, it's just one of the where it just F's up the schedule for the other team.
I know it's a Wednesday because
your birthday is.
Well, Christmas Eve. But the main reason I know that is because the NFL put games on that. There's like a whole week of. There's the month of December is awesome this year, but on the 26th, the Seahawks are actually playing Thursday.
Would it suck for you if Christmas wasn't the day after your birthday, or would it be better? If you could move your birthday, would you do it?
I'd move it to July.
You would. You'd move it to summer.
It'd be nice to have something except one time a year.
Well, when you're growing
and
up,
be outside,
when you're growing up and you're a kid and you want to have an outdoor party or whatever, there's more options that are available when you're having a summer party. I mean, that was one thing that sucks about having a January party. Half the time it might even be snowed out. You might not even be able to get to it.
And everyone's broke and you're still holiday fatigued.
Right. And I don't care now, but as a kid, right, you get double gifted. This is for both.
This is for Christmas.
Which I get it now as an adult. I would do it to a kid. But then also, you got to keep in mind, my brother's birthday, even though he's 7 years older, is only a week before mine. So we had double.
So he takes this.
We'd have double birthdays and double gifts.
You guys shared a birthday and then
the party
had a fight with Jesus over the next day. And then you only got one gift out of the potential two that everyone else got.
Correct. If I had to remember exactly, I'd also say...
That sounds horrible.
Yeah, Aunt Kathy, one G.I. Joe is not sufficient for a double gift.
Were you truly disappointed?
Hey, Aunt Barbara, Aunt Libby on the Smith side. There's always a couple gifts.
Oh, wait, like one G.I. Joe, because you had the smaller ones, right?
Yeah.
They couldn't just spring for two.
That's what I'm saying. I just remember one year it was one G.I. Joe. And my mom was like, just don't bring it up. I'm like, but even as when you're like 10, you're smart enough to know what things cost.
Yeah.
I was like, Mom, this was like $13.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what holiday I get rid of? I would get rid of the Christmas holiday.
Why is that?
Because I can't stand Christmas music. I hate when radio stations start playing it a month and a half early. I hate when they start Christmas decorations before Halloween ends. When all that crap goes on.
Right.
The entire push of just all that stuff for one day. I still would like to have the day off. Maybe I just take the day off as a day off. But
then that counts against my count, man.
You hear me say it every year. I love Christmas, but the decorating, on Thanksgiving, just or before Thanksgiving, stop. And then I'm with you. I understand our sister station does it. It gets them ratings. I get why they do it. But then it just ends. The music should keep playing till New Year's Eve.
I do agree.
Those are the 12 days of Christmas.
If you're going to play Christmas music, which we get, you're one time to act like you do something. But yeah, you're right. Because at midnight, when it goes up to 26, we never played that. Dude, this is now kind of the Christmas holiday. I'm off from work. People are doing things.
Yeah, by Christmas Day, I've been at a brunch that went late on Christmas Day, and at noon, they cut off the Christmas music.
I gotta be
honest. It was Phil Collins.
I gotta be honest. Jesus.
They called it Phil Collins Christmas.
I gotta be honest with you. People put inflatable Walmart crap in their yard. I don't know when you travel to the rural areas more so than that, where you inflate a reindeer or a snow globe or Santa or anything.
Yeah, that's the good stuff, Miles.
I don't care about an inflatable reindeer in your yard. There's just nothing that it doesn't really. I have no connect, so to speak. It doesn't bring me joy to see an inflatable deer in your yard. It doesn't.
It brings me the joy, but not the joy.
It doesn't make me happy. I don't go look, an inflatable deer. Or ooh.
This won't shock you. I love it.
Of course.
An inflatable snow globe.
My brother had one. I thought it was the greatest thing ever. My nephew, when he was 8 or 9, you'd come pull up to the house when they had that snow globe. He'd just be standing at the door, just staring at it.
Jesus. Just so you know, Ted, somebody here says, my birthday is July 20th, and it's amazing having a birthday in the summer as an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet it's phenomenal.
Pool party, whatever you want to do.
Right, I bet you don't even need a boat. Just it's my birthday. And so you'd be like, hey, Ted, I'll take you out on the boat.
Everyone will come over, yeah.
So, men's room poll, you're going to eliminate one holiday. Will it be Father's and Mother's Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, or the 4th of July? We'll come back and play Big Dummy right after these.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Here's why April chose to vaccinate her child.
I think actually meeting someone who was not vaccinated and now has a lifelong struggle with a childhood disease really cemented for me that it's super important that we as parents continue to vaccinate our children.
Talk to your pediatrician or visit yvaccines.com. Brought to you by Merck.
Ready to start talking to your kids about financial literacy? Meet Greenlight, the debit card and money app that teaches kids and teens how to earn, save, spend wisely, and invest with your guardrails in place. Parents can send instant money transfers, automate allowance, and more. Plus, keep an eye on spending with real-time notifications. Join more than 6 million families building healthy financial habits together on Greenlight. Get your first month free at greenlight.com/Odyssey. That's greenlight.com/Odyssey.
Think back to a time when a smart decision paid off. Now imagine making that decision with Equity Multiple, investing in real assets that grow your wealth. Start your story with Equity Multiple. Welcome to modern real estate investing. All investments involve risk. Visit equitymultiple.com to learn more.
99.9 KISW. The shenanigans continue. This is the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
All right, so away we go. The game is Big Dummy. If you'd like to be a contestant, 206-803-ROCKS. Speaking of, Steve, who is our first contestant? Ready to play the big game?
Hello, Cheyenne. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, gentlemen.
Hola.
Cheyenne, are you sober or not sober?
Definitely sober.
All right, Cheyenne, welcome to Big Dummy. Okay, our men's room poll. You're going to eliminate a holiday. Will it be Father's/Mother's Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas and Hanukkah, or the 4th of July?
I got to go with Thanksgiving just because it's always, around and sometimes on my birthday, and that always kind of sucks when that happens.
Oh, it's all about Cheyenne. I see. Okay.
I feel bad for you, Cheyenne.
What's the date of your birthday?
November 27th.
So how many times in a decade does it actually fall on the day? Like 2 or 3 times, maybe?
Probably so, yeah.
Yeah, but you get a great meal no matter what around the same time.
But you get
meal's
fine.
But you get a birthday dinner, too.
Oh, all right. Well, Cheyenne, good news. This year, Thanksgiving's the day after, and the night before Thanksgiving's a popular bar night. People will be happy to celebrate you.
Yeah, yes, that's always nice when that happens. I will say that.
Did you ever, when you were a kid, if your birthday ever fell on actual Thanksgiving, did you ever have a party?
I mean, not one that was as big as the one that I would have when it wasn't on the
Of
the
course.
day.
Yep. All your friends flying out of town, or they got to hang out with the grandparents.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Cheyenne, here is your question. Who was the first man in space? Space.
Was that Buzz Aldrin?
It's a Russian cosmonaut, wasn't it?
It's a Russian cosmonaut. Buzz Aldrin was the second man on the moon.
Boris.
Igor Yanka.
Keep going. Not more. You're going with your Russian first names.
Oh, hang on. Yevgeny.
You're kind of getting there in a TED way. Yuri Gagarin.
Oh, Yuri.
Yuri.
So I wonder if his real name was Yevgeny.
Why would it be Yevgeny?
Yuri is short for Yevgeny, isn't it?
Ted, did you ever hear about the Russian?
No, I don't think that it is.
Did you ever hear about the Russian astronaut who was up in space during the basically the fall of communist Russia?
No.
So he's up in space.
He's representing the Soviet Union.
Okay.
Communist Soviet Union.
All right.
But then that falls. So, but for whatever reason, this dude is stuck in space.
Because they don't have a space agency.
They don't have, it's done. So he's just up there floating around, like calling them like, hello?
I would like to come back now.
I'm still up here.
Did they ever get him?
They did eventually.
But forever, he's eating ice cubes and stuff. There's no food up there.
They're like, we'll get to you. We know you're there, man. We just, we got to
by the time he came down, he's so freaking delusional. It took him 3 years to get straight.
Good times. Yeah. Good times.
I mean, that would be weird. Like if I left the country and I came back and the states had split up.
This country does not exist.
I'd be like, what? So I need a passport to go to Maryland?
How weird would that be, right? You go out of the country, something happens to the U.S., we're now split into 3 different countries, but they won't let you into Washington State because you don't have a passport for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right? Yeah, he gets detained. We're sending it back. All right, here's your question. What color was Mr. Spock's blood?
Wasn't it green?
Oh. What color are you thinking there, Ted?
I was going to guess blue.
I thought maybe he didn't bleed.
Oh, he bled. I'm going to leave that question alone.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-803 round.
I wonder what color other stuff that came out of Spock was.
Green hue.
Oh, yeah, he was sliming people?
Hello, Jose. Welcome to the men's room.
Liquor and whores.
Liquor and whores. Jose, are you sober or not sober?
Sober, fellas.
All right, Jose, welcome to Big Dummy. On the poll, you get to eliminate one holiday. Will it be Father's/Mother's Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas/Hanukkah, or the 4th of July?
I think I'm with Ted. Let's get rid of Christmas and that excessive music.
I am not getting rid of Christmas, my man.
I agree with you. Jose, I'm right there with you.
Well, Miles is getting rid of it.
I'm not religious, so it doesn't mean anything to me.
Christmas is not a religious holiday.
You still think it's a religious holiday?
That's a secular holiday. People.
I know.
He was born in the spring. They don't do censuses in December in Israel.
They just don't.
Right.
Are you saying the Bible's wrong?
No. It's got his birthday wrong.
Yeah.
We celebrate it anyway. You got, all right, whatever.
It is amazing. People get so wrapped up. And I grew up Catholic, so I'm not talking about Catholics, but these new Christians, don't forget the point of the holiday. Well, Easter's the massive one. The whole religion's based on him getting out of that cave.
Easter would be the big one. This is a birthday party. Easter has everything to do with.
Don't you think Adam and Eve deserve a holiday? They're the first people on earth.
Not Eve.
Adam does.
Yeah,
one of them, right?
We have original sin because
Adam
of
and Eve
Eve.
Day.
You know, that's why we eat ribs.
Yep.
Or on Noah's Ark Day when God killed everybody except for one family. We can celebrate that.
And all the animals.
Yeah.
Even those 2 gay lions.
Based on the pictures.
They're both male.
I don't know how they reproduced. They tried.
They're from Detroit.
Oh, God. It was Barry Sanders and Megatron.
You know what? It's tough because the Lions are getting better, but I like, let's set a shot across the board.
Kid Rock kind of looked like Jesus for a while.
Sort of, if he wore beer tabs as a vest. All right, Jose, which I don't think he did, but I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. He's white and has long hair.
I had this guy, I had windows down on 5th today driving in. There's a guy who looks like Jesus. He walked across the street, and of course, he's walking across traffic. He does not have the light. He is not paying any attention. He steps out. He's to the left of me. I roll down my window, go like, "You're going to meet Jesus, the real Jesus."
All right, Jose, here's your question. Which former Beatle was in the band called the Quarrymen?
Ooh.
Let's go with Ringo.
Not Ringo.
I'll say John Lennon.
John Lennon.
Oh.
I bet you got a 1 in 4 shot.
John, Paul, Ringo. Who's the other one everybody forgets about?
George.
Yes, everyone doesn't. You're right.
It's like trying to think of the third Jonas brother. Everybody knows Nick and Joe.
Hang on. Joe. Andy.
Mike, just answer the question.
It's Kevin.
Oh, I was talking about our Mike.
Where is Mike?
That's right up his alley, man. Jonas Brothers.
Oh, I need to turn him on. Sorry, Mike.
I'm over here cursing your name for not putting any respect on Kevin's Ted.
Is it really Kevin?
The doggone man. Yeah,
Kevin Jonas.
And what
He's the man.
Wait, so who's the singer? That's Joe, right?
Nick is kind of your lead singer. Joe is your better singer. But Kevin's the one who actually writes the doggone music.
Really? He gets no love. All right.
He's the one that actually plays the guitar. He actually writes
that's
the music.
Kevin. All right.
Yeah.
He annoys me when he plays guitar. Something about his face, man. I mean, look, I'm not saying he's bad. It's just he gets this look on his face, and I just want to punch him. I don't know why.
He's enjoying himself. He's a Jonas brother.
I don't know. Something about that face is real punchable.
Just like turned into hate Kevin Jonas.
It's like, you don't even know my name, but you hate me anyway.
I know, that's what I'm saying. You don't know who he is. But it's like, oh, now I know, and he sucks.
Yeah.
He's a responsible one. Like, he's a dad. He's a family man. He's just a good old dude, man. You put some respect on Kevin's name.
All right, Kevin Jonas, my new favorite Jonas.
There you go.
Thank you.
Still going to punch him in the face. All right, Jose, your question. Multiple choice. A falabella is the world's smallest what? Tree, horse, bat, or fruit?
I'm going to guess tree.
I'll say fruit.
No.
Nope, Ted got it right. The falabella is the world's smallest horse.
Tiny horse, my friends.
Oh, dang.
Hey, Mike, while we've got you, someone texted in there's actually a fourth Jonas brother. Do you know their name?
That'd be Frankie.
Seriously?
Oh, yeah, and he shows up to the concerts and he just gets drunk with the crowd. It's great.
Oh, so he's not part of the band?
Nah.
That's pretty cool.
He didn't want that life, man. He just shows up in the VIP section, just starts throwing cocktails around.
So he wants that life.
Patrick Mahomes' brother, only actually cool.
Oh, damn.
I'm throwing shade today, boys. I'm getting a little stir crazy in here.
Yeah, nice work, Mike.
Maybe take a walk. Get out of the house for a minute.
I do it twice a day with that doggone mutt. I'm good.
Take him 3 times.
Oh, hey, it's me, Frankie Jonas.
Frankie Jonas.
I'm here to drink.
Hey, who wants some margarita?
Mike, I'm going to remake the movie Castaway, but it's going to be you. And when they rescue you, you're just going to be bitter and angry.
I'm just pissed off at everybody.
He never wrote Help in the Sand. He wrote F. Frankie. All right. Here is your question. What is larger? This is in the cooking world. A pinch, a smidgen, or a dash? What's the biggest? A pinch, a smidgen, or a dash?
A pinch.
I'll say a dash.
A dash is the largest,
yeah.
All right, Jose, question 4.
I mean, to most people, they're all the same thing.
My nails.
Do you ever put salt in your hand
Like my palm?
Yeah, and then even if you're just putting it on top of like a, something simple.
Absolutely.
Just to look fancier.
Well, no, not for that reason. I feel like everyone universally, when it's stuff like salt or pepper, you're not quite sure how much to use. Everyone seems like they can determine based on the amount that's in the palm of their hand, is it too much or too little?
Correct.
I don't know why that is, but everyone seems comfortable with that measurement. Mm-hmm. All right, your question. Who starred as the $6 Million Man?
Oof. I'm just going to say Tom Cruise.
No, not Tom Cruise. He's also the original Fall Guy before they made this silly-ass movie.
Oh, yeah. What was his name?
He was married to Farrah
Fawcett. Yeah. And her nipples.
That's why he only has one working eye.
Well, he's like a guy's guy, though, right?
He was, yeah.
Lee Majors was his name, Jose.
Lee Majors.
Oh.
That was the old joke. Why did Lee Majors get mad at the plumber?
Why?
He screwed the wrong faucet. All right. Wow. I told that joke when I was 8. I did not know it was a dirty joke, but my uncle let me know it was a dirty joke.
Did he tell it to you?
No, I told him.
Oh.
We were in the car and he even said, because I said, I have a joke. He was a funny dude. So he goes, is it dirty? I said, no. I really didn't know it was. I told him the joke. He said, Stephen, that's a dirty joke, but it is funny. All right.
Is everybody in your family Kermit?
Pretty much. The old black dude, everybody is about right here, except for Black Boomhound. Boy grabs him and ribs. No idea what he says, but he's offering you a plate of food.
Black Boomhound.
Yeah, Boomhound. Swear to God, if you met him, you would not know a word.
Can I get like 2 or 3 out of a sentence?
Yeah, because typically he's talking about food, because this is a dude like master barbecue artist and all this. But but there's a lot of food you don't necessarily recognize. So he'll be pointing out the full spread of food, and after like ribs and or potato salad, no idea what he's saying. Oh, you try some of that right there, boy. Get that right up. Put it back on the stove, put it around the plate. You don't need nothing fork now.
I got a cousin.
Okay, man.
Yeah, I got a cousin that's a mumbler. It's beyond frustrating.
He's not mumbling. That is just how he speaks. Because even when he slows down, that you can grab the bill of the Bible. All right, your question. What is the name of Dennis the Menace's dog?
Is it Max?
No, Max was, that was the Grinch's dog. Dennis the Menace's dog was Gnasher. Gnasher.
Question 5, Jose.
Gnasher?
Not a reindeer.
Yes, Gnasher the reindeer. All right, your question, based on the nursery rhyme, what did Jack Horner pull from his pie? Jesus, it didn't seem funny when I wrote it. A pubic
I don't know.
It's a fruit.
A fruit? Apple.
No, little Jack Horner pulled a plum from his pie. And that's so exciting. They wrote an entire nursery rhyme about it.
Yeah, I don't know. That sounds weird when you're talking about it.
You put a plum in there?
I've never had a plum pie.
It sounds pretty good, actually.
No, it doesn't.
I don't know. I like plums. I like pie. I can't imagine a plum pie.
It sounds like an A1 dessert.
What, you mean like the steak sauce?
Yeah.
Those would be raisins they use.
Oh, I thought it was plum.
I think it sounds like something I'm going to say Sunday morning. Like, Ted, where'd you disappear to? I was like, I was getting some plum pie. You know what I'm saying?
I put my plum on that pie. All right. Multiple choice question for you. What part of the body contains the most gold? What part of the body contains the most gold? Your hair, your toenails, or your fingernails?
Hair?
I'll say your fingernails.
Toenails.
Ah, damn it. I lost gold
in
today.
those heels. Every time you clip your toenails, just remember that.
Are we producing it or do we pick it up from somewhere?
I think it's already in your body, and just because gold is heavy, I would assume it goes down to your toenails. 1, it's growing out of your body, and 2, gravity would just pull it down to the lowest point. Don't quote me on that. That's just what I think. All right, your question. Which villain did Terrence Stamp play in the 1980 movie Superman 2?
Lex Luthor?
Michael Shannon, I believe is his name, reprised the role.
Is it the Riddler?
The Green Goblin?
That's Marvel. General Zod.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, Zod.
General Zod.
Oh, Zod. Zod, damn it.
What's this guy on, Miles?
What's that?
How many questions?
Oh, he's on 7.
Come on.
Too many.
Yeah, that's too many, man.
It's all right, man. It's all right. What brand of beer does Homer Simpson drink?
Duff beer.
Duff beer it is.
There it is.
The king of beers, Duff.
Did you read about this with Duff McKagan?
Yeah.
Earlier this week.
I believe Duff. There's no reason not to believe it.
So Duff's like, look, man, somebody, like his agent or somebody, according to him, contacted him years ago and said, basically, there's like this college art house kind of cartoon or whatever, but they want to use your name for the bid.
But he told him, he said it's going to be on HBO. They're going to do a little thing, and it's going to be like a little snippet on the Tracy Ullman show.
And so Duff's like, yeah, cool, man, whatever. And obviously it blows up into The Simpsons. Here we are, 40 years later or whatever it is. And meanwhile, Matt Groening and their crew are like, no, man, that's not the case. Duff recently was saying, part of the reason I think it's the case is because my name wasn't just Duff. My nickname became the King of Beers. And that's before The Simpsons came out. So, like the roadies and everyone else called Duff.
Duff, the King of
Beers. And then they contacted me about using my name for beer, and now they're like, that never happened. So he's just like, look, it's not that I matter. I'm not looking for money out of it, but just like a little acknowledgement.
Right.
He's like, I'm effing Duff McKagan.
It's the most savvy thing that they can do to not admit that.
Right.
It's kind of like the NBA does not want, and Jerry West was never going to go after the NBA.
But they still won't admit.
But they don't want to say that's Jerry West, not because of, they had 3 or 4 players at that time.
For their logo.
Yeah. But ultimately, there was a chance that Jerry West or Jerry West's family or anybody involved in that estate could basically sue for rights to that logo because it's Jerry West. So they were savvy enough to never say, that's Jerry West. That's the real reason, because they didn't want to have to pay out for his image.
So here's the thing.
Likeness.
So when Jerry West died, one of the first headlines, NBA
Silver.
still will not say.
No, they won't. Because he still has a family.
The logo.
He still has an estate. He still he did not want to get paid, but they still believe that there is a chance that someone might want to get paid from his family.
You could count on that.
So it's even more volatile now than it was when he was alive, because when he was alive, he openly admitted he did not want any residuals. He did not want any money. Now, that doesn't mean like his drunk brother, doesn't want some of that coin.
Gary West.
Yeah. Exactly. Gary West. I'll get mine,
Yeah.
Same thing with Duff Beer.
But like, listen, continue to deny that it's Jerry West. Like, brother, everybody knows it's Jerry West.
Right. I mean, people call him the logo.
Right.
Like he's acknowledged it's obviously him.
The dumbest thing that hasn't happened is that someone who is a local brewer hasn't come along and said, you know what? We're going to produce Duff Beer. And
I don't think the Simpsons got to own that. You can't make
because somebody did a specialty
with the Simpsons.
Well, they did. It's happened, but it was a temporary thing. Right. They actually did do a Duff Beer, but again, the Simpsons, they own it now.
More of Big Dummy on the way. If you'd like to be a contestant, 206-803-ROCK.
What kind of programs does this school have? How are the test scores? How many kids do a classroom? Homes.com knows these are all things you ask when you're home shopping as a parent. That's why each listing on Homes.com includes extensive reports on local schools, including photos, parent reviews, test scores, student-teacher ratio, school rankings, and more. The information is from multiple trusted sources and curated by Homes.com's dedicated in-house research team. It's all so you can make the right decision for your family. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
It's warming up, folks, and about time to turn on your AC unit and cross your fingers. Or you can give up that moment of truth and switch to an American Standard heat pump system like I did. My place is on Comfort Autopilot thanks to American Standard. Energy efficient and reliable, my heat pump keeps things cool like the Arctic in the summer. And with energy incentives, I was able to save. Ready for the future of comfort? Learn more at americanstandardair.com/electrification.
With the $5 meal deal at McDonald's, you pick a McDouble or a McChicken, then get a small fry, a small drink, and a 4-piece McNuggets. That's a lot of McDonald's for not a lot of money.
Price and participation may vary. For a limited time only.
You don't just live in your home. You live in your neighborhood as well. So when you're shopping for a home, you want to know as much about the area around it as possible. Luckily, Homes.com has got you covered. Each listing features a comprehensive neighborhood guide from local experts. Everything you'd ever want to know about a neighborhood, including the number of homes for sale, transportation, local amenities, cultural attractions, unique qualities, and even things like median lot size and a noise score. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
It's warming up, folks, and about time to turn on your AC unit and cross your fingers. Or you can give up that moment of truth and switch to an American Standard heat pump system like I did. My place is on Comfort Autopilot thanks to American Standard. Energy efficient and reliable, my heat pump keeps things cool like the Arctic in the summer. And with energy incentives, I was able to save. Ready for the future of comfort? Learn more at americanstandardair.com/electrification.
It's time to dust off your glove, grab your bat, and hit the road for some baseball. But before you head to the game, make sure your ride is in top shape. At Axton Automotive, our skilled mechanics ensure your vehicle is running smoothly so you can focus on cheering for your team. Don't strike out this spring. Get your car ready for baseball season. Visit AxtonAutomotive.com or call 360-685-7976.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith from the Men's Room. And did you know I have a podcast? Well, I do. The Podcast. New episodes uploaded every Wednesday on the Odyssey app.
99.9 KISW. We return to the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
Game is Big Dummy 206-803 Rock.
Hello, Morgan. Welcome to the Men's Room. Hola.
Morgan, sober, not sober?
Not sober.
All right, Morgan, welcome to Big Dummy. Okay, our Men's Room poll. You get to eliminate one holiday.
Father's Day.
All right, Morgan, what are you doing for your dad for Father's Day?
Nothing. F that guy.
Oh, wow.
I'll talk about it elsewhere.
All right. Okay.
That's a positive Father's Day vibe right there. All right, Morgan, here is your question. In what decade did the Dust Bowl devastate U.S. farmers in the Midwest?
20s. 1920s.
30s.
No.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, dude. I thought 20s. Because everything just seemed like it sucked in the 20s.
Oh, yeah.
For whatever reason.
I thought it was like a bowl game played on the 16th of December, like one of the early ones.
The Dust Bowl.
Dust Bowl.
That's what I was thinking first.
Where would you play that?
The Dust Bowl? I like Arizona.
Where there's
I was gonna say.
a haboob, you know.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Feels
Arizona.
like, you know what? Dust Bowl, El Paso, Texas.
Why not?
That's a good call. There you go.
Yeah.
All right, your question. The flute, the clarinet, or the piccolo, what is the highest pitched instrument in an orchestra?
Flute.
I would just guess piccolo based on size.
It is, in fact, the piccolo.
I don't know what a piccolo looks like.
Little tiny flute.
It's the one you'd beg your
Sounds like
parents not to make you play. All right.
But the easiest one to carry to school.
Yeah, that's for sure. In the world of grammar, a complete sentence must have a predicate and a what?
Consonant?
A subject.
Consonant?
A subject. A subject. So that you're actually talking about something.
Did I even say a real word?
I would say there are some people where it's like, hey, is there a subject to this, or are there just words falling out of your mouth? I don't know what you're talking about.
Get to the point.
Mm-hmm.
Wrap it up.
All right, your question, what's the name of a camera lens which controls the amount of light? It's the part of the camera lens that controls the amount of light.
Is it a common name for a lens?
I believe it is. I mean, everyone's heard of this.
Does it have lens in the name?
No.
Oculizer.
Oculizer. I like it.
Telephotic?
Aperture. The aperture. That tells how much light, yes.
Oh. You've got too much aperture on this photo, Miles. Or not enough.
Question 5, Morgan.
Question number 5.
Quick.
If you order an Americano, what are you getting?
Straight up coffee. Or beans with nothing else added.
That would just be coffee beans.
Well, coffee, beans, and water.
I mean, ultimately...
It's espresso and hot water.
Espresso and hot water, yeah.
You know why it's an Americano?
Why is that?
Because during World War II, the Italians, right, they had espresso, and they would boil it in some of the guys' helmets and stuff, and they would just add hot water, so it was like a full cup of coffee to the Americans.
Oh,
That's an Americano.
That is interesting.
Yeah, that's why I started drinking them. When I was like in my 30s, I went to a coffee.
You want a helmet coffee?
I just went to a coffee shop to meet somebody, and I didn't know what to get. So I thought, I'm American. I'll get an Americano.
That's how Ted makes decisions. Hey, that's me.
Right. Named after Amerigo Vespucci in Italian.
Mm-hmm. All right, your question. What decade did Marty McFly go back to in Back to the Future?
Oh, it's either... I'm going to go 60s.
50s?
1950s.
Yeah, the 50s. Sorry, VD kept saying 55. Like, decade, dude.
Just the decade.
Jesus.
His mom was so hot. I think that was my first exposure to it.
That was the one, huh? I wouldn't have guessed that. You know what's interesting? When that movie came out, there's that scene where he jumps on stage and he's rocking out on guitar, right?
Yeah.
Then all these people go, you know what's so stupid about that? That guitar wasn't invented until however many years later. Like, so him going back in time in a DeLorean didn't bother you. But the fact that the guitar he played was, okay. Yeah, that's where the film was crazy.
Good fact checking.
Yeah.
Fender hadn't invented that guitar. You're right.
He's in a DeLorean and went back in time.
Right.
I think at that
You
point...
got to get it accurate. It's like when... Who's the guy who did the Titanic, and Neil deGrasse Tyson was like, the stars in the sky when the Titanic sunk were in the southern hemisphere, but this happened in the northern or whatever.
Well, you know what makes me wonder is you got to think to yourself, like, you're Neil deGrasse Tyson. You noticed that? Like, all this stuff, at the point that you care about the movie, if you're a guy, right, the carnage, that's what you noticed? I can't. This movie's driving me crazy. It's the southern hemisphere.
All right, once again, we made it to question 7.
Ooh. Question number 7 for you. What 2 articles of clothing are tokens in Monopoly?
Once more, please.
What 2 articles of clothing are also tokens in Monopoly?
Shoe and a hat.
Oh, yeah.
Got it.
Okay. That was a quick one.
Nice job. Game is Big W 206-803-ROD.
Hello, Matt. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, Bichola.
Hola. Matt, are you sober or not sober?
Sober.
Sober, Matt. Welcome to Big W. Okay, our men's room poll. You get to eliminate one holiday. Will it be Mother's Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, or the 4th of July?
Honestly, Thanksgiving. I mean, basically to me, the only thing that Thanksgiving means is football, and there's plenty of other days of the year to do that. So,
I think with your complexion, you would have picked 4th of July.
Yeah, well, but 4th of July is mainly at night.
Yeah, that's a good point. Fireworks.
You guys don't have food on Thanksgiving?
Well, I mean, I guess, yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm naturally a late eater. I lived a vampire lifestyle, Ted.
It just sucks blood, man. Sucks blood and sleeps all day. All right. Like an ex-girlfriend of mine. All right, your question. What company produced Cabbage Patch Kids originally?
Oh, God. I know it's something odd. Man, I don't know.
They were better known for producing video games at that time.
Oh, I think I know this. ColecoVision?
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah, Coleco, believe it or not.
One and done.
All right, hold on. Before we let you go with the big brain, we'll give you a 50-50 question. Here it is. What was the most common first name of a U.S. First Lady? Is it Martha or Elizabeth?
I'll just go Elizabeth, I guess. Seems like, old tiny.
Martha. I want to say 3 of the first 4 or 3 of the first 5 first ladies were named Martha.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-803-ROD.
I don't see that name much anymore.
No, you don't.
You don't. And there's a reason for that. It's an ugly name. Hello, Joe. Welcome to the men's room.
Hello.
Hola.
Hola. Joe, are you sober or not sober?
I would say I'm sober.
All right, Joe.
You would say that. What would the cops say?
I think that they would say sober too. Been driving in traffic for an hour and a half, coming back from shrimp picking.
Oh, okay. All right, Joe.
Shrimping?
Shrimping with Charles and Simon.
Huh.
How'd you do?
You missed out today, Ted. You had to work.
Yeah. All right. I didn't know shrimping season was
and
in.
going to Austin for the weekend.
How many pounds did you get?
We got 3 limits, 80 per person in about an hour.
Damn. Okay. Hopefully they're not mushy. All right, our men's room poll. Eliminate one holiday. Father's Mother's Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, or 4th of July?
It's going to be Father's Mother's Day.
Okay. What are you doing for Father's Day?
Eating shrimp.
Probably.
That does not sound like a bad Father's Day.
No, it does not at all.
It sounds awesome.
All right, Joe, here is
It
your
does.
question. What is the name for the process of electing a pope?
Oh, dang. It is.
Like the people meeting?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the white smoke coming out of the chimney.
Right, all that
they
stuff.
do elect the Pope.
Right. And it's their pope election, but the name for it is...
Pope-lection.
Appleseed?
The pope election. I like that.
I know it's the College of Cardinals that elect him.
Correct.
Is he anointed?
He is, but the process starts with the letter C. Conclave. Conclave, yes.
Ooh, welcome to the
Never
conclave.
would have thought of that.
That's what they say when they show up. Welcome to the conclave.
Hey, boys.
Let's get down and elect the pope. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta get some of that white smoke.
Put some of that chiba over to the chimney to let people know where our decision-making process is.
That's really what it is, Miles. They go in there, they vote, and then they just cheap up.
Sure.
All right, your question. What was the only rap band to perform at Live Aid in 1985?
Oh, man, I was 3. No clue.
85? Sugar Hill Gang?
I'll just say Run DMC.
Run DMC.
It is Run DMC,
Yeah.
all right.
I was going to say you have like one of 3 possibilities. in
Right, because
1985.
Grandmaster Flash is by himself.
Right.
But yeah.
All right, your question. What is a newly hatched fish called?
A fry.
Nice job.
Too
Nice
easy.
job.
So, would you be hit with false advertising? You'd be like, we're going to give you a burger and fries. And you get your burger, and it's a bunch of fried baby fish.
I wouldn't mind that.
It actually doesn't sound that bad, to be honest with you.
I
ooh.
like sardines, anchovies.
I
small
like them,
fish.
but if I'm expecting burgers and French fries and I get fried little fish, I'm
It
going,
just says
What did you-
burger
what did-
and fries. I did not say French fries. It just says fries.
What did you get in Cape Cod with your burger?
I don't know that I had a burger.
Or whatever you got. When you got the clam strips?
Oh, yeah. Well,
Basically just tiny little fish they fried. I mean, I know it's a clam, but still, it's the same thing. Just tiny little fish that's fried.
but as much as I like clam strips, I think I'd still be upset. I'd be like, I ordered French fries.
No, you ordered fries. The menu says fries, sir. Eat the baby fish or we beat you. My restaurant doesn't open for long, but it's
I like the attitude.
unforgettable experience. Hello, Will. Welcome to the men's room.
Liquor and whores, homeboys.
Liquor and whores.
Will, are you sober or not sober?
Yeah.
That's not sober.
Okay. Not sober.
Okay, Will. Eliminate one holiday. Father's or Mother's Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, or 4th of July?
Well, I'm a Thanksgiving birthday. So get rid of Christmas and Hanukkah.
Christmas and Hanukkah are gone.
All right.
Okay.
Every 6 years, my birthday fell on Thanksgiving. Now it's on a 12-year cycle. I don't know if it has something to do with the last day, Thursday of the month. Could fall from the 22nd to the 28th.
Okay. You've pieced that together well. All right, Will, here's your question. What is the fin on the back of a whale called?
Dorsal?
One and done, Will.
Aren't you shocked? All right, Will, before we let you go, got a 50-50 question for you. True or false, a lion's roar can be heard up to 8 miles away?
I just heard that. I think it's true.
That's false. That's a wives' tale.
Is it farther away?
It's 8 kilometers away. It's about 5 miles.
All right.
Yeah.
Big Dummy!
Miles, do you hear the lions roaring at the zoo?
I do not.
Do they have lions?
I don't know.
I just made that up.
Yeah, I've never heard.
They got to have it. Can you have a zoo and not have a lion? I know you can.
Lions and tigers are essential to a zoo.
Yeah, man.
I'm not sure I've heard any animal from there.
Aren't they the ones that have that really weak enclosure that's got, the moat around it and that very short fence?
With the lions, you're saying?
Yeah.
It's not that everything is a short fence. It's just not tall enough for the animal.
Funniest thing I've ever seen from the Woodland Park Zoo was the 3 people chasing some kind of red-tailed falcon down my street one day. It was bouncing from tree to tree with crows attacking it from every angle.
What is their plan?
I don't.
They can fly. So what are you going to lasso?
They were wearing like the leather armbands. I don't know if they were going to falconer it back down or whatever.
I mean, that's like okay. It's flying around. Now what do you do?
Well, you got to remember, man, that thing got loose on like 55th, and then they went all the way down. That thing flew all the way to Gasworks. I think it took off over South Lake Union and was gone. Right?
I would say, did they ever get it back?
I'm out.
They got an African lion. You live within 5 miles of the zoo, right?
I do, yes.
You never hear it roar.
No.
But he does hear it. Hello, my brother.
No, I've never heard it.
I am from Africa. I am also a lion.
It's a Seattle lion. They don't say hi.
Right. They just, hey, how are you? Nothing. Hello, Julie. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
Julie, sober, not sober?
Not sober.
How was your big-handed birthday?
I debated on calling in today because I had to give you guys a prize. You could have went anywhere with that birthday request.
Yeah, sure. Did you make your man's wee-wee look real small by grabbing your hand around it?
No.
Okay. All right, you get to eliminate one holiday there, Julie. Is it Father's, Mother's Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, or the 4th of July?
Father's, Mother's Day.
What are you doing for Father's Day?
Nothing. I'm not celebrating my ex.
Well, how was your Mother's Day?
Your ex?
Well, yeah. I don't have a father. They're both gone. So,
right.
yeah. So my kids have their dad, but,
You're not going to celebrate the children's father? The man that you laid with naked and produced offspring?
Oh, good God, no.
Okay. All right.
Let's not bring up the memory.
Okay.
And the other things, I have no guarantees that we were laying in bed naked. Like, look, it could have been behind a dumpster outside of 7-Eleven. Like, I don't know the exact time, that you were actually created. But either way,
I think you kind of know.
Julie, you going to come to our event on the 22nd at the Lime in Kirkland?
Yes, I am. And I got something for you, Ted, for starting all this crap about big hands.
Yeah. Well, I was just going to tell all the listeners, good news, you get a high five from Julie.
You get a death grip handshake.
Well, you just wait till you see what I got.
I'll wrestle her if you dare.
Watch your hand disappear in the palm of Julie.
The problem is we know her. She's a very nice person. Sorry, Julie.
Just got huge hands.
Jesus.
I don't.
But they hired to do sign language in place of a billboard. Everyone just drive down the highway. Yeah.
You could do sign language for an arena. You wouldn't even have to put a camera on you.
All right, Julie, here is your question.
Don't have your boyfriend punch me.
You'd rather be him than her. It covers less of your face. All right, your question. Who was the voice of Nemo in Finding Nemo? Mm-hmm. Everybody knows Dory. Everybody knows his dad. Everyone knows the Willem Dafoe Mean Fish.
Well, I can't think of the little kid's name.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. The movie's about... I can name almost every other voice actor, and then you go, well, who's Nemo? And I'm like, I have no freaking idea.
Hold on. Who's Nemo?
Who did the voice of Nemo?
Ellen DeGeneres?
No, she was Dory.
Oh, she was
It
Dory.
was a kid? Do we know this kid still?
You do and you don't. So he's done some things since then.
I don't think he did anything since the movie.
No, he's done. If you look at his IMDb, he's done a few things that you kind of know. You just didn't know that he was the kid who was the original Nemo. His name was Alexander Gould. So he's done a few things here and there, appeared on a few TV shows, but no one knew. That's the only reason I asked that question, just to give the kids some props.
Blue.
All right.
Oh, he was on Weeds.
That's what I'm saying. You know some things he's done. You just didn't know he was... He probably made more money as Nemo than anything else he's done since then. All right, your question. The floating wreckage of a ship with a P, is called what?
The floating wreckage?
The floating wreckage of a ship, yes.
Mess? I don't know.
Flotsam.
Jesus, I never would have got that one. Flotsam.
Have you heard the word, though?
Nope.
Okay, never mind. Well, flotsam, Ted.
I was going to call it debris.
Well, there is that. All right. For anyone out there who has a gluten allergy, just so you know, I created this question with my bartending friend who has a severe gluten allergy, and she ran this by me. So here is a multiple choice question for you. Which of these does not contain gluten? Which of these does not contain gluten? Drywall, semen, paper straws, or the sticky part of an envelope, the part you lick to seal it. So drywall, semen, paper straws, or the sticky part of an envelope.
I'll go the envelope.
I'll go semen just by taste.
Semen. So drywall has gluten. Paper straws have gluten. The sticky part of an envelope has gluten. She was running all these things by me, right? And I said, what about semen? She's like, man, there's no gluten in that. But cool.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm going in, I'm going all in, man.
Mm-hmm. Come on, baby, sacrifice an allergic reaction for me. All right, your question. What Japanese island is Tokyo located on?
Okinawa.
Nippon?
Nope.
That's just Japan.
Japanese name for Japan. It sounds like you're sneezing when you say it.
Gesundheit.
Honshu.
Honshu.
It does, right? Like, where are you from? They're like, Honshu. Bless you. Where are you from?
I only know it's not Okinawa because Okinawans consider themselves like kind of different than other Japanese.
All right, your question.
It's like Texas.
What TV show centered on the exploits of Dr. Sam Beckett?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Julie, you probably watched this.
Yes, I did. Oh, wait. Oh, my God. Yes.
And then they remade it fairly recently.
That's the sound it makes when he talks to Ziggy.
Hold on. Oh, my God, I know this.
I know you know it. I almost don't even want to tell you if you don't get it because you're going to kill yourself. You're going to beat yourself up about it.
And he never came home. That was like one of the saddest.
He got stuck. Yeah, that's one of the saddest endings ever.
Is that how it ended?
God.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Oh, my God.
Now that you're saying that, I might even know it.
Hold on. Quantum Leap.
Yeah.
There you go.
There it is.
Fight champion Julie. Finally gets one right. We'll see you at the Lime and Kirkland.
Yeah, dude, honestly, it's a sad ending.
I never knew that.
He leaps one last time, and then it just kind of goes to black with writing like, and he got stuck.
Where'd he get stuck?
I don't remember where he leapt.
And he's still another person when he leaps to a different place, right?
Well, yeah, he's living that life.
More Big Dummy coming up, 206-803-ROCK.
You don't just live in your home. You live in your neighborhood as well. So when you're shopping for a home, you want to know as much about the area around it as possible. Luckily, Homes.com has got you covered. Each listing features a comprehensive neighborhood guide from local experts. Everything you'd ever want to know about a neighborhood, including the number of homes for sale, transportation, local amenities, cultural attractions, unique qualities, and even things like median lot size and a noise score. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
With an American Standard heat pump system, the future of heating and cooling your home is already here. Bringing constant comfort to your home, American Standard heat pumps are energy efficient, reliable, and ready for tomorrow, today. Plus, making the upgrade from your traditional furnace or AC unit is easier than ever before with home energy offers, rebates, and tax credits. Learn more at americanstandardair.com/electrification. American Standard, built to a higher standard.
Welcome to a trip you'll never forget in Denver, where summer sunshine sparks mountain adventure, where neighborhood strolls lift spirits sky high, and where music takes center stage at Red Rocks. Catch a baseball game at Coors Field, step into new dimensions at Meow Wolf, and take flavor to the next level under the stars at a Michelin restaurant. Denver, always welcome. Plan your trip at visitdenver.com/summer.
99.9 KISW. The men's room returns with Miles and Thrill.
America's favorite dishes coming up with the head chef and Ted's Meat and Potatoes right after the game known as Big Dummy. 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Juan. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
Hola. Juan, are you on team sober or team not sober?
Sober, bro. I just finished eating.
All right, Juan. Welcome to Big Dummy. Okay, our men's room poll. You get to eliminate one holiday. Will it be Mother's/Father's Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, or the 4th of July?
4th of July.
4th of July goes. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Juan. Here is your question. The Latin phrase Veni, Vidi, Vici translates to what? These words were uttered by Julius Caesar back in the day. Apparently. Veni, Vidi, Vici.
100 years?
Beware the Ides of March.
Not a terrible guess, but no.
I came, I saw, I conquered.
That is correct. Mike Hawk with the big Latin brain. Originally, he only started with, I always like to scream to my wife, Vinny. All right.
I'm about to.
Yeah.
Vinny.
Vinny. Whoa. All right. Your question. Generally speaking, a word ending with the letters or is changed to what when pluralized?
Okay. ING?
ION?
A. A stadium. If there's more than one stadia.
Vacuum.
Datum, data, etc., etc. If it's from Latin origins.
So when I say I'm gonna go down and hang out at Sluggers by the stadiums, I'm wrong?
Technically, yeah.
Stadia.
It'd be about the stadia.
The stadia.
Yeah, like you're going to vacuum up.
Yeah.
Your living room.
All right, your question. Generally speaking, words that end with the letter US, us, are changed to what when pluralized?
Oh.
So like census?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I.
Sensei.
Sensei.
Sensei. It's a sensei.
Actually, no, say ICES.
Census.
Delicious.
You're quite delicious.
Question 3-1.
Question number 3. In what decade was the first test tube baby born?
1970s?
All right. Good job, Juan. Nice job.
Juan knows his test tube babies.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Joe. Welcome to the men's room.
Hello.
Hola. Joe, sober or not sober?
We are not sober here. It's me and Ken on the back porch. We're playing as a team.
Oh, great.
Wait a minute, you and Tim?
Ken. Hola.
10. All right.
Okay.
All right, you got to eliminate one holiday, Joe. Mother's Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah. Okay, Christmas.
All right, Joe, here's your question. What SNL alum wrote the 1980 movie The Blues Brothers?
Dan Aykroyd.
One and done.
You didn't even need your dumbass friend back there.
Yeah, thanks, Ken.
Yeah. He's a lot of frickin' help. All right, here's your
He
one.
didn't hear the question. He needs a frickin' miracle here.
All right. Here is your question. True or false? Some fish can blink.
False.
Man, they're all just going to stare at you.
Well,
They don't have eyelids.
sharks
Correct.
have a film that they can pull down over their eyes.
They roll them back, basically. But
Yeah, exactly.
They're not blinking.
they're defending.
Yeah.
Because I guess everything goes for their eyes, right? Poke them in the eye. Because that's the one thing sharks like, yeah, we heard that ass.
But I mean, like, I have eyelids, but if you poke me in the eye, it's not going to help when I blink.
No, it does. You'll just blink more. And then punch me.
Ask Lee Majors.
Hello, Tom. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola. Tom, sober or not sober?
I'm sober, and I would eliminate Mother and Father's Day.
What are you doing for Father's Day Sunday?
Spending time with my kids. I would spend it with them anyway, if it was Father's Day or not.
Now, do they have any extra plans for you because it's Father's Day?
Oh, they'll give me a card. We'll go to church first, then go somewhere to eat, and then just hang out.
All right.
Yeah.
How old are your kids, Tom?
22, 20, 18, 16, and 13.
Oh, wow. So you still got a couple in the house.
Yeah.
You are getting it done. You made every day's Father's Day at that point. All right. Here's your question. What is the only breed of cat, a big cat, that does not have retractable claws?
Yeah, I don't know, tiger.
Lion.
Nope.
Lynx.
Cheetah. Oh,
Cheetah.
Yep.
Oh, his are out all the time?
All the time.
Cheetah, yeah. I go through this all the time. Cheetah's just an overrated animal.
Why do you think it's overrated?
Strapped, man.
Because it's like, it's so fast. It does this, it does that. But remember, the way its body works, it expends so much energy, it has to lay next to the kill, and then the hyenas show up and are like, thanks, dumbass, and just eat his kill.
Thanks, dumbass.
Yeah. I'm Team Hyena.
Team Hyena. I do respect a good hyena.
Yeah.
Well, we're not putting in all the work. You put in the work, and then 80 of us come over, and we're going to take it from you.
You don't mess with those bad hyenas.
Was that the animal we saw basically eat its way through the elephant's ass? No, from the
Yes, it was.
inside. You didn't realize there's a hyena in there, and then you're like, oh my God, that's where you exited. Okay. Or maybe it's just that one hyena, and he's known to be freaky. All right.
That's Paul.
Tom, here is your question. What does a farrier do to horses? Get your mind out of the gutter.
Does it take care of the shoes? Put the shoes on?
You got it.
That's exactly it.
Nice job.
Mm-hmm.
I would have a hard time driving a nail into anybody's foot.
I know, but they say, look, there's no nerve endings.
I know.
They can't feel
I
it.
realize that, but it's still just the idea of doing that to an animal. It just seems weird.
Well,
If it's
I mean-
a hammer, you got a nail, and you're driving it right under the bottom of their foot. To me,
But it's good for the horse.
I understand that. I'm just saying, I know the bottom of my feet. I can't imagine someone driving a nail through it.
Well, that was the horses can't feel it. Like, we
I
know
know
they
that.
couldn't feel it because they'd have kicked you into next week if you drove a nail into its foot. They can feel it.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-803 Rock.
Is there any other animal we shoe?
Other than humans?
Yes, dogs. I've seen it.
No. But I mean like a horse.
Oh.
Is there another animal we put like drive a nail through it?
Do we do it for mules and donkeys also? I don't know if they do.
Probably
or
do
don't.
it for mules.
But not donkeys. Okay. Let's see how you are. Hello, Jim. Welcome to the men's room.
Liquor and whores.
Liquor and whores. Jim, sober, not sober?
I am sober.
All right, Jim, welcome to Big Dummy. Okay, you're going to eliminate a holiday in our men's room poll. Are you taking Father's/Mother's Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas, or the 4th of July?
I'm going to go Father's/Mother's Day.
Are you a father?
Stepfather, yes.
Okay, what are you guys doing on Sunday?
We're going over to one of my sister's houses, bringing my dad with me when I head up, and we're going to do dinner.
All right, very nice.
You have any idea what's on the menu?
I believe steaks.
Ooh,
Okay.
That seems pretty standard for Father's Day.
That sounds
Like
great.
steak or
That
ribs or
sounds
something.
awesome.
Something made of meat. All right. Your question, how many toes do ostriches have on each foot?
On each foot, let's go 3.
I'll say 6.
Two
big ass toes.
Two big.
They're a big bird.
They're a little sensitive about that, all right? Back off from that.
All right, sorry, ostriches. You don't have giant toes.
And I'm not staring at them.
Yeah, or a weird long neck.
By the way, Miles, someone here says the nail, when you are shoeing a horse, the nail does not go into the foot. It actually goes into the toenail.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, there you go.
Well, they got some big, thick toenails. All right. Your question, multiple choice. Cockroaches do what every 15 minutes? Sleep, eat, pee, or fart?
Let's go pee.
It is my spirit animal, fart. I wonder if that's like every 15 minutes like clockwork or every 15 minutes on average. Quarter of the hour, fellas.
They figured that out.
Look, man, there are people that do some weird research stuff. I don't think they were intentionally looking for that. I think they're probably doing something else and realize, you know what, man? In the years I've been dealing with cockroaches, every 15 minutes, they fart. All right, your question. What 4 tournaments make up golf's Grand Slam for men?
What 4 tournaments?
Yep.
I couldn't even tell you.
Well, I mean, or just the 4 majors.
Yeah. You got the U.S. Open, which is being played right now.
Uh-huh.
Correct.
You've got the British Open.
Yep.
The Open.
You have the Masters.
Correct.
And sometimes they think the Players' Championship might be the 4th or 5th one, but that's probably not on the list.
No, it's PGA.
PGA.
So the PGA Championship.
Yeah, Masters, PGA, U.S., and British Open.
Okay.
Right, in the British Open now, I don't know why, but they just call it the Open.
Because it was the first one.
Oh, was it the first?
And in the Players' Championship, everybody considers that the 5th major. It's a massive tournament, but it's not technically a major.
Right.
All right,
ask him about tennis.
Hold on. Great. Cockroach at me. All right, your question. What was the first pizza chain in the United States?
Can you repeat that?
I can. What was the first pizza chain in the United States?
No clue.
I'll say Pizza the Hut.
Pizza Hut.
Yep.
It's so obvious you don't want to guess.
Back in the day, we had Pizza Inn, too. I don't know if that was out on the West Coast. We had Pizza Inn on the East Coast.
Yep. I'm guessing they did not have it here based on Mike's reaction. By the way, Ted, oxen also get shoes.
Oxen do, huh?
Mm-hmm. That's a working animal.
Certain things the West Coast didn't get, like Peter Pan peanut butter.
Oh, God, that's right.
Yeah.
True.
All right, your question, Jim. Who was the last person to go directly from vice president to president of the United States?
Trying to think here. I don't really know too many vice presidents.
Wait a minute, you're just saying they were vice president.
And then they became president with no gap in between.
Was there an election?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. So it's not an assassination.
All right, I went assassination.
Like Biden. He was vice president.
But there was a gap.
There was a president.
This guy was vice president. Next election, he was president.
Took a gap year.
Ted got it. He doesn't like broccoli, if I recall.
Yeah, I can't draw any names up here.
No name of president.
Do you know the answer, Miles?
Oh, yeah.
All right. George H.W. Bush.
Senior,
yeah. George Senior, as they call him. Because he was Reagan's vice president. Reagan left. He was the next president.
Question 5.
Speaking of presidents, which 3 presidents appear on stage in the play Hamilton?
Boy, I'm really sucking with presidents right now because I don't think I've ever even heard of that play.
You haven't heard of Hamilton? Oh, my God, man. That thing, good God, for like 2 years, that's all people talked about.
Very cheap ticket.
My wife, yeah, super cheap.
Yeah, I'm going to have to pass on that one.
George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, and James Madison. My wife dragged me to that, man. I really, the whole thing was you couldn't get a ticket for it. Then she entered some lottery to get tickets. And I remember she told me that, and I was like, yeah, whatever, good luck. And then she won the lottery. I thought that meant we got tickets. No, that just meant we now have the ability to buy the tickets. Yeah, I'm like, yay. And like anything, it had an intermission, and that means I hate it. All right. Your question, what element is fused with Wolverine's bones?
Adamantium?
You know that.
You know that.
You know that.
Not too good with the presidents, though.
But I know my Wolverines.
I know why we're here. Game is Big Dummy 206-803-ROCK.
I was about to say to him, like, if you own anything with the American flag on it, do not wear it. You've lost that privilege for the day.
You can wear your marble shirt.
Yeah, you can wear all the marble shirts you want.
You could still play Lee Green with them. That goes par for the course.
Hello, Trish. Welcome to the men's room.
Hello. Hola.
Hola. Trish, sober, not sober?
Not sober.
All right, Trish, welcome to Big Dummy. Okay, Trish, you're going to get rid of a holiday on the men's room poll. Will it be Father's Mother's Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas, or the 4th of July?
Mother's Day.
What are you doing for Father's Day?
I think we are sitting at home doing nothing.
Is that based on what your husband wants?
Pretty much.
All right.
Generally, that is what the guys are looking to do.
Do you have any children?
We have 2, yeah.
Okay, how old are they?
9 and 4.
So does that mean they're actually excited about the idea of it being Father's Day? Because typically the younger you are, they don't care.
Really?
Yeah, they don't care.
Oh, man, 9 and 4, my kids were like, this is all about, in their mind, Father's Day was like Christmas for Dad. It's not, but that's how they perceived it, so, you know, you kind of went along. Plus, they got to go to, like, Family Fun Center and crap like that, so.
Nice.
For you.
Father's Day, yeah.
Well, that's the thing about Father's Day. I say, look, my wife always wants to do something that does not involve the kids on Mother's Day. And I understand her reasoning. But I would say,
just want to sleep in.
let's do something with the kids, because the only reason I'm a father is because of them. Right? I mean, that's the whole freaking point. That I watch them eat my food and drink my milkshake. All right.
Right.
I drink your milkshake.
I mean, I think that's nice. You still want to do stuff with the kids. But I think that's one day you can just be like, no, you don't
play games with their dad.
You don't get a fry. You don't get a sip of my milkshake. It's my day.
No, I still share.
Flex on them.
I might. Do it again.
They're old enough.
I'd have slapped her plate off the table. Right.
Won't you be eyeballing me?
What do you mean you want to bite? Ordered on the menu. They had it on the menu. Why are you asking me now? All right. Your question on the TV show South Park. What book did Butters write as a sequel to Scrody McBoogerballs?
Damn it, man.
Mike, this
if
is
you
true.
don't know it, you're not going to get it.
Well, I'll share it with you. The sequel to Scrody McBoogerballs. I love this title, and I want to read this book. The Poop That Took a Pee.
They did a dramatic reading with Morgan Freeman.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah. The Poop That Took a Pee by Butterscotch. Chapter 1.
Yeah, so check those books. Scrody McBoogerballs, followed up by The Poop That Took a Pee. All right, your question. Who was the Roman demigod best known for his strength?
Hercules.
All right. Oh, well, yeah. That's pretty easy.
I don't know how else I'd describe him.
I didn't know he was a Roman god.
Hercules? Demigod.
Oh, demigod.
Come on, man.
What, is that like a demi-glaze?
I get you're kind of godlike, but is that, Mike, is that basically like a god had sex with a human and...
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, Zeus was getting freaky with the mortals, and he did that a lot too. Like he's got a lot of kids running around other than Hercules.
Is that why he wore a robe?
Is there any like female like lady gods?
Who? Oh yeah, there's a lot of female lady gods.
Now, did they get down with humans, or is it just Zeus spreading his seed?
Yeah, I want to reproduce a demigod.
I don't know, man. You know what? Let me look that up. I will.
Oh, he's gone.
And there's Marty.
Look that
Head chef coming up. Ted's Meat and Potatoes has America's favorite dishes. And we've got your emails coming up next from the men's room at KISW.com.
What kind of programs does this school have? How are the test scores? How many kids do a classroom? Homes.com knows these are all things you ask when you're home shopping as a parent. That's why each listing on Homes.com includes extensive reports on local schools, including photos, parent reviews, test scores, student-teacher ratio, school rankings, and more. The information is from multiple trusted sources and curated by Homes.com's dedicated in-house research team. It's all so you can make the right decision for your family. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
With an American Standard heat pump system, the future of heating and cooling your home is already here. Bringing constant comfort to your home, American Standard heat pumps are energy efficient, reliable, and ready for tomorrow today. Plus, making the upgrade from your traditional furnace or AC unit is easier than ever before with home energy offers, rebates, and tax credits. Learn more at americanstandardair.com/electrification. American Standard, built to a higher standard.
Ready to start talking to your kids about financial literacy? Meet Greenlight, the debit card and money app that teaches kids and teens how to earn, save, spend wisely, and invest with your guardrails in place. Parents can send instant money transfers, automate allowance, and more. Plus, keep an eye on spending with real-time notifications. Join more than 6 million families building healthy financial habits together on Greenlight. Get your first month free at greenlight.com/Odyssey. That's greenlight.com/Odyssey.
Picture this. It's blazing hot outside and you need to get to work. You get into your car and turn on the AC to get cold air pumping as soon as possible. But it doesn't work. Instead, blowing hot air out of your vents and directly into your face. No, your car doesn't hate you. This issue is commonly caused by low refrigerant due to leaks in the air conditioning system. And there's an easy, all-in-one solution that will restore the cold air in no time. There's no need to go to the shop and pay lots of money when you can save time and money recharging yourself with AC Pro Recharge Kits. AC Pro Recharge Kits make restoring cold air easy for even those with zero DIY experience. And the AC Pro app offers clear, vehicle-specific instructions to help you get the job done in less than 10 minutes. So pick up an AC Pro Recharge Kit at any store selling auto products and confidently restore your car's cold air yourself today. Be a pro with AC Pro.
With the $5 meal deal at McDonald's, you pick a McDouble or a McChicken, then get a small fry, a small drink, and a 4-piece McNuggets. That's a lot of McDonald's for not a lot of money.
Price and participation may vary. For a limited time only.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith from the Men's Room. And did you know I have a podcast? Well, I do. The Podcast. New episodes uploaded every Wednesday on the Odyssey app.
The debauchery rolls on. You're listening to The Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
America's favorite dishes. Coming up with the head chef and Ted's Meat and Potatoes. But first time for a few emails from The Men's Room at KISW.com.
You've got
Jump right to the birthdays, all the Macholos. Everyone always forgets, so I'd like to ask for myself this year, can I get the captain and the Dirty Germans talking about some nasty S, about turning 44? By the way, Travis, your girlfriend Elizabeth also happened to write in and give you a birthday shout-out as well. So you didn't, everybody in your life did not forget. So can we get the captain there? Yes.
Ooh, well, ahoy there. The 44th birthday, that's the time to try the old 44 position in sex. If you do it right, it looks like a human centipede standing up. I learned this from a one-eyed prostitute off the coast of the Maldives. She was into some freaky stuff, but she did practice safe sex and fashions me a condom out of discarded fried chicken skin and a human molar. And surprisingly, it worked. Crunchberries. Yeah, you are turning 44 today. Since your girlfriend Elizabeth also did remember your birthday and take the time, hopefully she will give you the present tonight of what we call the 40 whore position.
Yeah, so, in our country, it's the 44th holiday. Means that Reggie Jackson comes over and has sex with your wife. So he was the number 44.
Yes.
So would you prefer John Riggins?
Not a lot of famous 44.
I think you go Reggie on that one.
Gentlemen, today is...
wow. I'm setting in Rigo.
Today is my Uncle Mike's 69th birthday, one of my favorite people in the world. He's a man of many talents, including things like painting, golfing, grilling, still designs cool stuff as a semi-retired architect at the successful firm that he was the founder of. So can he get a hippo fart and the Dirty German saying what they would ask Mike for if he was designing a dream home for them? Thanks, guys, for all the laughs. That from nephew Alex.
Yeah, this one's pretty simple. If all Mike is designing the house, I'd have the same thing put in as he has in his house. It's the dildo room.
Yeah, I just want the soundproof sex dungeon so when they scream, the neighbors will stop calling the cops.
Yeah, it's a whole room full of dildos. He loves them. He loves them.
Yeah. All right, guys, here we go.
Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday.
Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you.
Ya's a Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefly.
Thank you, Mom. All right, we've got some information here concerning the Men's Room IPA from Black Raven Brewing. First of all, this Saturday At Liddy's Place in Tangletown, they're doing their Pour Fest. And basically what they do is they give money to charity each and every year from one keg of beer. This year, they are pouring Men's Room IPA from Black Raven Brewing all day on Saturday. That money does, in fact, go to the Humane Society.
Yes, the Humane Society.
Humane Society. So every single beer that you get at Liddy's Place on Saturday, they are taking the entire amount and giving it to the Humane Society, all right? So that is this Saturday. Again, that is Liddy's Place in Tangletown. Now, don't forget, we do have a Men's Room World Tour at the Lime in Kirkland. That'll go down June 22nd,
Nice.
1 week from this coming Saturday. We'll be there from 2 until 4. Enjoy the Men's Room IPA from Black Raven Brewing, Men's Room IPA sausage from Uli's World Famous Sausage, and Men's Room Roasted Red Salsa from San Juan Salsa Company. You'll support the Fisher House all day. Party with us. The party's absolutely free. No ticket is required. Saturday, June 22nd from 2 until 4.
It's going to be a good time.
It's going to be a great time. Now, the Men's Room IPA from Black Raven, also available on tap if you're going to T-Mobile Park this evening. Section 319, the upper deck. That is at the Good Hops Beer Stand. Also, Section 243 club level at the third base bar. So if you're heading to see the Mariners, either tonight, this weekend, whatever, for Father's Day, Section 319 upper deck at the Good Hops Beer Stand, and Section 243 club level at the third base bar.
Excellent.
And get your buzz cut, man. It's like a throwback to Jay Bjorner night. They're buzzing people's heads.
Yes, they are.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Why did I go to the barbershop today? I should have just gone to the game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Also available, one of the best spots in Wallingford, Murphy's Pub. That is the oldest Irish pub in the city,
and a very fantastic spot.
They've got great food, an incredible beer selection. People are nice. Darts in there, the ring game where you throw it up against the wall, man.
I enjoy that place.
I love the ring game.
It's a great spot. So glad to hear that they got the beer on the tap.
I saw somebody get hit with a dart in there once.
Did you really?
Yeah. Well, it was my buddy.
Who threw the dart?
Me or my. He just walked in front. He just shouldn't have.
Okay.
So I mean, I was like, you're an idiot. I don't feel bad for you. It's
Guys,
a great bar.
Our bar and restaurant, Piccadilly Circus in Snohomish, just started carrying the IPA Men's Room.
That's an English pub.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah, I've been up there. It's Snohomish, right?
Yeah. We heard that you guys donate to the Fisher House for everyone sold and promote bars that carry it. So, again, that's the Piccadilly Circus, owned by Ralph and Dallas Aiken. So, thank you guys for putting that on. Greatly appreciate it. Men's Room IPA found at the Hagen in Auburn at the top of Lakeland. Have a great one, guys. That from Mark. Just had the delicious Men's Room IPA on tap at Hops and Drops in Smoky Point. Also found in 6-packs at the Priest Point Grocer in Tulalip. Cheers, guys. That from John in Marysville. Oh, God. Men's Room IPA found at the Ilwaco Market. Illwaco. I know
I would guess Ilwaco.
I think I butchered that, but either way, trying to get as close as I can.
They call me Ilwaco.
Yeah.
Because I'd be crazy.
Also available at Zach's Smoke and Beverages, the Chevron Salmon Service Center, Terry's Corner Store,
Terry's,
the Eastlake Market,
Terry's. We're going to Terry's.
Storm Lake Grocer, the Golden Food Mart, also D&L Food Mart, Cedar River Chevron, Zake's Smoke Shop, Discount Smoke, Total Wine in Tacoma, Payless Food. Oh, God, I hit the wrong button there.
I like this one, though.
Payless Food Store.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got to wait for you. In Freeland, Safeway Silver Lake Inn in Tacoma, Safeway in Bothell, Safeway Snoqualmie Fuel Center, the Ballard Liquor and Convenience Store, the Canyon Pizza and Mini Mart, Town and Country on Town and Country Market, Mill Creek, also at Olaf's in Ballard, Mike's Chili Parlor in Ballard, Petoskey's in Fremont, the Pine Box on Capitol Hill. Say hi to Cynthia. Also available at Edmunds, Hero, Ace Hardware, and Grocer.
I want to give another shout out to Smarty Pants of Burien.
Smarty Pants.
I had one on there a couple Sundays ago. Tasted delicious on tap.
Awesome news. And continue, if you can, please, to send us the locations where you find the Men's Room IPA from Black Raven. Shoot us an email to themensroom@KISW.com. Include a picture if you can. We appreciate that. That way we can put it up on our socials and spread the word on all the ways that you can help the Fisher House.
And if you're hitting over if you're in over your head and she's more attractive, your girlfriend, send the picture with her in it.
Yeah, we don't mind that.
Okay.
I'll need a picture of you, dude.
Send some to Paige Spiranak and she can drink a Men's Room IPA while eating a hot dog.
Why don't we do that?
I know where
Get
she
her
can
to be our
hold. I know where
spokesperson.
she can hold the can. All right, coming up, we will drink and toast with a shot of the day. But first,
time to open wide and sample Ted's meats and potatoes. Now, here's your host, head chef of the men's room, the Ted Nugent.
Head chef in the house.
Thank you, folks. Thank you. It's good to be here today. So earlier this week, we had Corn on the Cob Day. I assume everybody in here enjoys corn on the cob.
Love it.
Abso-freaking-lutely.
Every time I have it, I'm like, why don't I make this more often?
Yeah, and
because of the season.
Well,
like
yes,
once summer hits, we have corn on the cob probably 3 or 4 times a day, a week. 3 or 4 times, 3 or 4 days a week, just with something else that was on the grill. And like that is the go-to. It's the thing I'm most excited about. God, I love that.
I'm with you. And if I go somewhere and there's like a huge plate of food, if there's corn on the cob, like I'm eating some.
Right. Every time.
Also, shout out to our friends south of us in Mexico. I love Mexican street corn, elote.
My wife can reproduce that pretty well now.
Just you already have
Okay,
you already have the seasoning. All you need is butter and Parmesan for the most part.
Yeah. But she crushes it, man. I'm telling you, it is.
Maybe a little
good.
cilantro if you like that.
I like cilantro. But it was Corn on the Cob Day. So this is a list. Somebody went on to YouGov polls. They basically just were, it's a poll of what are Americans' favorite foods. So this won't shock you, but corn on the cob was number 10. You want to hear some of the ones that missed, Miles?
Sure.
All right, just outside. Still in the top 20, you had Sloppy Joe's.
Nothing wrong with a Sloppy Joe.
When's the last time you had one? I have not had one in so long. And every time we bring up a Sloppy Joe, I'm like, I just want a Sloppy Joe.
I know, that's the issue. We say it every time, then it's like we're going to I have not.
Actually,
I can't, honestly, I can't remember.
I'll take the hamburger that's ground and make ground, hamburger patties and end up doing it that way.
I made some chili a couple of months ago, and then the next day drained off a lot of the liquid and threw it on a bun. Essentially, it was a Sloppy Joe. And it was tremendous. And gave me heartburn.
Well, I did not grow up rich, but one thing, I don't know, my dad was a psycho about, we're a manwich house.
Oh, really?
Yes.
We never did manwich.
It was always manwich.
I
I think it was like his way of like stunting, we're
stepping it up.
Stepping it up. Hot dogs in the top 20.
No hot dogs?
They made the top 20. They're not in the top 10.
Well, technically, it's a German food.
Miles, one of your favorite dishes, the chicken pot pie.
Okay. I am a fan of the pot pie. It's been a while.
These are the rest of the top 20. The Philly cheesesteak, roast beef, tater tots, turkey sandwich, which I love, ribs, apple pie, and then Southern-styled fried chicken.
Okay.
Yeah. If you really enjoy fried chicken, I know it's not American, but I'm telling you, go to a legit Korean fried chicken joint.
Oh, yeah.
You are not wrong.
You will thoroughly enjoy it. All right, so the top 10. These are Americans' favorite dishes. We had corn on the cob, number 9, and some of these are pretty similar, so I'm not just repeating them. Number 10. Number 9 is steak and fries.
Steak and frites.
All right.
Right. French would call it steak frites, which is fair, but I feel like unless I'm at a French-leaning steakhouse, like you generally like steak and potatoes. There's always potatoes, but I feel like
is it au gratin? Is it mashed potato?
I would prefer fries.
Baked potato,
to be honest,
twice baked potato.
Number 8 on this list of Americans' favorite dishes, they say just fried chicken, so not Southern style.
Sure,
just regular fried chicken.
No doubt.
Yeah, and fried chicken. That's one of those things that's pretty simple to make, yet making it very good is difficult.
It is.
Right. Everyone can make it. Few people make it really, really good.
It's all about the temperature.
You know what? You're right. And I don't really know that I know the huge difference between just fried chicken and a Southern fried chicken.
I don't know.
I got spices.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Probably spicier.
Probably involves some old dude saying pepper.
A lot of
blood of milk.
Actually, a lot of white pepper.
Number 7 on the list, hash browns.
Huh.
All right. Solid.
I love
I think tater tots is superior to the hash brown.
To me, it's the same thing.
I know, but when you go, sometimes you go to McDonald's, you get a hash brown. And I realize I'm just using fast food as an example. They're greasy, they're soggy, they're not the best in the world. But when you get like the hash rounds that they
those
have
are
at
great.
Wendy's or Burger King, and they're more like a little tater tot.
I think McDonald's does a good job on crisping that thing up. I will say, though, I think they're just saying hash browns in general. Like, I don't...
As a breakfast food.
Right, like... because you could have, home-style potatoes or whatever, but when you get those shredded hash browns and they're cooked correctly, so
I was going to say, back to the fried
crisp.
chicken, if you know how to make hash browns and you do it right, they're great.
So I'll ask you this. We talk all the time about having breakfast for dinner.
Yeah.
Why don't we ever have hash browns any other time? Like, I'd like to eat a steak and hash browns.
You're right. I don't think to make hash browns, if I'm doing breakfast for dinner, somehow they don't pop up.
And some steakhouses will make you a potato cake.
Or fried chicken and hash browns.
Anything in hash browns. Yeah. Again, this is a list of America's favorite dishes. So we had steak and fries. Now, number 6 on the list, steak and baked potato.
Yeah, I feel like that's just what you get if you order a steak.
Yeah,
I just wish the baked potato wasn't so large at some of the restaurants you go to because, man, I could eat a baked potato as a meal.
I just think some of the places, like, it wouldn't kill you to put a little seasoning on the outside of that potato.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Little Johnny's.
Next on the list, all right. I'm sure you still eat them as adults, but as a kid, you probably ate this a ton. Classic American dish.
Mac and cheese.
Grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't eat it much, but there's not a damn thing wrong with it.
I don't either, and I feel like as an adult, if I'm going to make a grilled cheese, it's like a grilled turkey and cheese. Like, for some reason,
add something, but
yeah, unless you have like somebody's kids are over your house and you're just making grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese to me sounds like it's like a late night stoner snack.
Well, you know what? A lot of people are making them at night.
Yeah,
so that is. I mean, look, that's the standard at a festival, right? It's people making grilled cheeses. I'll take your grilled cheese for a nug. Yeah. Next on the list, cheeseburgers.
All right.
Which these are America's favorite dishes. I mean, hey, all right, let's get into this argument. Because next on the list, number 3 is the hamburger.
Oh, come on.
Cheeseburger superior.
I'm with you. And I feel like it's rare, outside of my buddy James, I don't know the last time I got just a plain hamburger without cheese.
Me neither. We grilled up burgers over the weekend. Like, they have cheese on
I'm grilling them up tonight, and there will be cheese on my burger.
Will you give that? Is anybody else or just you?
Just me.
Okay, so there's no option for a hamburger.
No.
I feel like every cookout you're out, you know what I mean? Like, if I'm manning the grill, you got to inevitably go, everybody want it with cheese?
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm. But it's like, I feel like I'm going to put in a new rule. All right, if you show up and you don't want a cheeseburger, maybe you should just say, hey, I don't want a cheeseburger. Because the bulk of people want a cheeseburger.
Hell yeah.
But I don't know why I got to ask.
But you got to have a couple that are plain for whoever it is. But those are the ones that get picked last.
I was saying, they're the ones that are all dry and hard.
Well, I think also as a people, maybe we should start speaking correctly. I'm not inviting people over for burgers anymore. I'm going to invite them over for cheeseburgers.
Yeah,
you want a hamburger, you speak up when you come in the house. I don't know why I'm so mad about asking who wants cheese on them. Again, America's favorite dishes. French fries make the list.
Sure.
Which, again...
Go with damn near anything.
Yeah, and there's so many styles of French fries. You know,
you can even eat them at breakfast, right? If you had a fried eggs and bacon, French fries, that's fine. Instead of hash browns, whatever, same difference.
Yeah, and you're right. It is just weird the way the potato, it's like we decide when it's okay to eat the potato this way as opposed to when it's okay to eat it that way.
In spite of it basically being the same.
Yeah. Do you ever make like potato pancakes like the day after Thanksgiving or a big holiday, right?
Absolutely.
But again, that's one of those things you don't really think to make any other time of year. Miles, is that kind of what a potato locky is?
For them, it essentially is mashed potatoes that have been put in the refrigerator and allowed to get a little bit hard.
Yeah.
And then you basically make a hash brown mashed potato flattened ball. I mean, there's different ways you can make it. You can always grate those potatoes. But the best way to do it, I think, is just to take old mashed potatoes and then make the lockies out of those.
And that brings us to our number one.
Just get a little applesauce, get a little sour cream, whatever.
Favorite American dishes? Mashed potatoes.
That's the favorite.
Well, I mean, look, if somebody says to me, what do I think about American food, right? A, cheeseburgers.
Sure.
Like, I always think hamburgers, hot dogs first. Mm-hmm. And then B, I think steak and mashed potatoes or meatloaf and mashed potatoes. I just feel like mashed potatoes is like, I think we've gotten away from it now, which is fine. We understand health and stuff better. You don't need to eat mashed potatoes all the time.
Right.
But I feel like that is pretty standard. Mashed potatoes with a brown gravy is USA.
Yes. I mean, I do picture burgers, hot dogs, and after that, I go like ribs and barbecue. And I know you can do ribs and barbecue and all that kind of thing. Around the world, just U.S.-style barbecue to me is dominant.
You're right. I think sometimes the problem is that outside of, like, Texas and the South,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, not as many people think about barbecue. Because if you go anywhere in the Midwest, I think a bulk of them would tell you a fish fry is about as American food as you get. But to me, when they're frying fish on Fridays, I know it's a Catholic thing, but, like, that kind of reminds me of like barbecue, people hanging out in a giant hall.
Right.
Everybody getting together. But yeah, barbecue should definitely be on there. And you're right. American barbecue is probably my favorite.
Okay. Easily.
Thank you, Head Chef. We appreciate it. There you go. Coming up, we'll drink and toast for the shot of the day. You are listening to The Men's Room.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance, too, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
For those in the market for flavor, there's Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, a flavorful drink that's a modern twist on a Mexican street classic. With 4 vibrant and refreshing flavors: pineapple, watermelon, hibiscus, and cucumber lime. Made with a splash of real fruit juice. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas are perfect for any fiesta, small or big. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, boldly authentic, vibrantly flavorful. Drink responsibly. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas flavored beers imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. Hibiscus contains juice only for color.
Picture this. It's blazing hot outside and you need to get to work. You get into your car and turn on the AC to get cold air pumping as soon as possible. But it doesn't work. Instead, blowing hot air out of your vents and directly into your face. No, your car doesn't hate you. This issue is commonly caused by low refrigerant due to leaks in the air conditioning system. And there's an easy, all-in-one solution that will restore the cold air in no time. There's no need to go to the shop and pay lots of money when you can save time and money recharging yourself with AC Pro Recharge Kits. AC Pro Recharge Kits make restoring cold air easy for even those with zero DIY experience. And the AC Pro app offers clear, vehicle-specific instructions to help you get the job done in less than 10 minutes. So pick up an AC Pro Recharge Kit at any store selling auto products and confidently restore your car's cold air yourself today. Be a pro with AC Pro.
It's time to dust off your glove, grab your bat, and hit the road for some baseball. But before you head to the game, make sure your ride is in top shape. At Axton Automotive, our skilled mechanics ensure your vehicle is running smoothly so you can focus on cheering for your team. Don't strike out this spring. Get your car ready for baseball season. Visit AxtonAutomotive.com or call 360-685-7976.
99.9 KISW. The shenanigans continue. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
All right, so coming up next, we'll drink and toast with the shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way at 5:50. But first, quick check out with Mike Hogg and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
Thank you, Miles. A new study shows that parents taking their children to Disney World will put them in about $2,000 in debt.
Yeah, no kidding.
$2,000. Good God.
I mean, look, I've said this countless times. I thoroughly enjoy my times at the Disney parks, but in no way is it cheap or affordable.
No, absolutely not.
Even when you go to Disney, Disneyland, but like if you go to Disney World, there's options, and some of the resorts you could stay in are cheaper, but they're still not cheap.
Exactly. I mean, it's Disney, man. They're going to charge you Disney prices.
And I find myself in the cycle right now where I'm here right now where it's like, okay, Disneyland, Disney World is completely unaffordable. And then eventually I go around and it's like, you know what? Maybe we should start thinking about a trip to Disney just to go and check it out, go on all the rides, get caught up in all the crap of all the lines and the crowds and whatnot. Man, you take half a glance at those prices. It's like, I'm out. I can't do it.
No way. Not doing it.
Do it. Because you're not even going to have that great of a time anyway. It's not that you're not going to have fun, but you're also going to be caught in lines all freaking day long. You're going to be caught in crowds all freaking day long. Everything's going to cost way more than it should. And it's just, it's not going to fit that actual bill.
Well,
so, my opinion.
I know. Well, I would just say, it's expensive, but it is fun. There is the magic of being in the Magic Kingdom and stuff. Sure. You're not going to. So, it's a tough choice, but I mean, I would say I don't know. Disney, I probably waited in lines at Disney more than any other place I've ever been in my life. But I didn't mind as much, and they do a good job.
Yeah. Dog walkers
Mike,
in Australia.
You just say you can't afford it. You don't have to crap on it.
Oh. Way to just call me out here, Ted. Dog walkers in Australia are being urged to avoid emus as nesting season is in full swing.
Uh-oh. So does that mean the emus are going to try to hump your dog?
It's like anything that's about to have sex. They get angry.
Right. They're not exactly happy right
They
now.
think that you want to have sex with their emu, right? So they're going to charge you down. Like, no offense, emus. I think you're kind of ugly. Just not my type.
Pissed off, jealous emu out there.
Yeah, I remember once I had some friends staying down the hall from me. And it was I was like, do not knock on my door. Like, I'm closing, I'm going to have sex.
Right.
And I remember like 2 minutes later, there's a knock. And it just, what?
Right, exactly. Imagine being in that mood.
And they were drunk.
Weeks.
It was just some stupid question. Oh, can we just... I think I just slammed the door. Like, get out of here.
Get out.
Ted emu.
According to NASA, a once-in-a-lifetime cosmic explosion is likely to happen this summer.
Yeah, I read that.
Oh, wow. Thanks for the sweet timeline.
Well, they're not quite sure. It's kind of an exploding star. But like you're going to see it. It'll be very bright in our sky.
Right.
It will appear as like a new star, but they're like, it's not quite formally a star, but not all of it. So it'll look like a bright star, but it's because it's blowing up.
Like Joey Buttafuoco.
Yeah, exactly. Like a time lapse.
All right, I hate to admit it, but there's a way that we act in front of people, and then there's things that we do when people aren't watching. And I feel like we're all guilty of a handful of them. And in fact, there's an entire list.
The Men's Room Top 10. The Men's Room Top 10. 10 things you do when no one's watching. Sometimes on the weekend, when I have a little extra time to spare, I like to stand naked in front of the mirror and push my fat roll up so it looks like I have a flat stomach and think to myself, I bet I could commit to working out and getting it there. But I'm not going to. Then I push in the fluffy dough around my angry turtle and think, it does look bigger like this.
Mm-hmm.
So these are things that you do that we all do when nobody's watching. However, I might exclude Miles and Thrill from this first one. Judging our past selves, basically going through your old social media, looking at the old posts that you made, the old pictures that you posted up, and just cringing at it.
Do you do that? What are you cringing at? What are the things that you look at? Maybe your comments. Because not everyone, a lot of us get older and wiser, and you're just less confrontational because you realize you don't care. But if you look at
post things as a status that I could tell I was trying to be cool. I was trying to sound edgy. I was trying to
fade out mid-sentence.
And trying to be deeper than I actually was.
Don't worry, man. Everyone knew it at the time.
It hurt.
And with Facebook, you don't even have to dig in the past. They just, every day,
they remind you.
Yeah, it's like you have these many memories, and sometimes it's just a post. You don't remember posting. You're just like, what in the hell?
You should be like, don't call them memories. Call it a reminder.
Right. Anybody here rehearsed an argument?
Oh, yeah.
No.
For sure.
I mean, for like work purposes, sure. But that's it. Not if I'm not getting paid to have this argument, then no. But if it's some crap about work and you know you're going to have this meeting and everyone, it's like, yeah, I'll rehearse my lines because I want to make it so that they have as little to say as possible.
Yeah. I mean, I do it with some friends, too. Some people just can't. How should I explain this? They have a very hard time, like, taking no or, you know what I mean? Or, like, they trying to fix something. It's like, look.
So you're more prepared
you don't have
for
to,
who they are.
Right. Like, right. I don't want to hear. I'm just telling you my feelings on it. Yeah. There's no turning this around. There's no right or wrong. It's just like, look, this is the way I feel about it. So we're, you know what I mean? But, like, yeah, I know a couple people like that where they're going to be like, well, no, this or that. And it's like, sometimes they make it worse.
Most of the time.
Because then something will come out and it's like, well, that's kind of harsh. It's like, what the F do you want me to tell you?
Or maybe my wife will say, like, we're arguing about something, and we just kind of agree, let's just stop now. Because the thing we're mad about, this is about to morph into something that's not real, and we're just waiting to say something horrible. So,
and it doesn't matter in the first place.
All we said is, you want to watch this show or that show. And somehow we've gotten to this point, let's stop.
Ted, have you ever done this move where you basically rehearse an argument, you're a fight that you know that you're about to get into, you go in and you deliver the first line, and then the fight just isn't even there? Man, when I go there and I'm going to tell this person this thing, they're going to come at me with this argument, and I'm going to tell them this, and I'm going to give them what for, and then you deliver whatever bad news it is, and they say, okay.
Yeah, all right, man. Yep.
I mean, look, for me,
I don't know why you're so angry about it.
Yeah, it's more of a personal thing. It's just sometimes I find it beyond rude and be like, just take no for an answer. right? Like, I know. We're all friends.
Especially if
I
you
don't
ask
want to do
a
that.
yes or no question.
Yeah.
Like, you ask me a yes or no question. Dude, it's like flipping a coin. You got 50-50 on this.
Yeah. Things you do when nobody is watching. Anybody here ever eavesdropped on a stranger?
Not
intentionally.
on purpose, but yeah.
Maybe you're walking down the hall, the aisles at the grocery store, walking through the mall, and you hear somebody getting into an argument, or even better, you hear somebody outside your house getting into an argument, so you just crack the window open a little bit.
Yeah, I've done that. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, sometimes it's just a matter of where you're sitting at a restaurant or something. It's hard not to. Somebody did it to me last night. Me and my buddy are sitting at the bar, and we're talking about boxing and UFC and all this kind of stuff. The guy next, he was very nice, and he just was like, I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but like, you guys actually know boxing. And I was like,
but that's not a bad thing.
No, it's not bad, but it's still eavesdropping.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't know that I do it intentionally, but there's definitely times where I have sat at a bar by myself, and by like, especially if it's a sports thing and it's two other dudes talking, I'll just go, well, hang on now. That's not exactly right.
Let me interject here.
That or sometimes, like when I'm walking downtown, if I hear somebody mention Blue Crabs or Maryland, it's hard. It like catches my attention.
Sure.
You guys from Maryland?
No, we're saying we hate Blue Crabs and we hate Maryland.
Yeah, we hate you. I was like, God damn.
Things we all do when nobody's watching, using various items as a microphone. Now, granted, that probably doesn't apply to anybody in this room at the moment just because of what we do for a living, but I do remember as a kid, it was always the handle of the vacuum cleaner.
The vacuum? I used the broom, man.
Oh, do you?
Because it was lighter.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because I was rocking out, man. You know what I mean? So, like, lifting the vacuum cleaner, because it goes immediately from a microphone to a guitar solo, at least in my world.
Oh, hell yeah.
And the vacuum is just too heavy to do it, where the broom, much easier.
I feel like especially around Christmas or whatever, whenever you get a long paper towel tube or whatever, like that's going to be a baseball bat.
Or a sword.
Mm-hmm. Paper towel tube. I mean, I'm 43 years old. When I use that last paper towel, I still go, hello.
I do the same thing. Time to throw you away.
I do a makeshift penis with it.
What's that about?
I do a makeshift penis. I just flip it around. Paper towel. Wrapping paper.
I thought that's what you said.
Wrapping paper. Look at the size of this thing. It's even bigger now. Cardboard. Cardboard penis. Look at it.
You know what I like to do when nobody's around, Mike? If I just have
Ted?
two like random rolls left,
all right,
and I'm not going to use them, sometimes I just squeeze them.
Really? Stress ball style?
Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah.
Who needs a stress ball when you can have a biscuit?
When I first started getting my own, like adult money, I remember that's one thing that I always wanted to do was spike a drink or something like that. So I think I bought like a can of soda and I spiked it on the pavement. It was worth it. It was stupid. Never did it again, but it was just,
Yeah, I'm
sometimes
just saying,
you just want to ruin stuff.
Right, or they're just a little moldy. Like, I'm going to squeeze the hell out of this bread.
Yeah, I'm powerful, Ted.
I'm so strong.
Avoiding texts or calls shows up on the list.
Yeah, all the time.
And I do that all the damn time.
Yeah, I mean, look, man, I'm notorious for it. I don't want to talk to you. I don't. My wife always gets mad. I'm like, I don't need to text you back.
Well,
you know where I'm at. You know what I'm doing.
And I like the idea that our etiquette as far as answering your phone has changed, where there was a time when the phone was dedicated to the wall, and if you didn't answer, that meant that you weren't there. Now that we have kind of a 24/7 access to people, we kind of expect, or at least it was put on there to expect that you could reach anybody at any given moment. And we forgot the fact that it doesn't have to be the case.
And it doesn't mean people want to be dealt with all the time, every freaking moment. But part of the thing, too, is with cell phones, you have your friend's number in there. You don't know their number, but you know their name. So, like, when a number pops up, man, it's like, I don't know this number. You are not on my phone. I'm not going to answer.
I will also say nowadays, too, like, if I call somebody and they don't answer, like, it's fine. I know, but, like, sometimes I'll just send a text. It's like, honestly, it's nothing super important. Just no rush. Like, I'm just calling to BS about squeezing bread.
Yeah. All right, I will guiltily admit this one. Has anybody here practiced an award acceptance speech?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
No. Absolutely, yeah.
Well, you gotta.
What did you win?
Doesn't matter.
Various things all over the place.
Okay.
I've won Oscars.
There's nothing I haven't won.
Yeah.
Has anybody sat across doing a 60-minute interview? Basically, that's your lifetime achievement movie?
I haven't got my lifetime achievement yet, but I am an EGOT owner, even though I don't like Broadway.
I would say, too, Mike, you got to practice those speeches because over the years, some people get X'd from the list. Some people get at it.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That is an absolute fact. You know, there's been many a documentary on the men's room that I have sat across the chair and just told the story of how it all came to be. So stupid. Anybody here check the toilet after going?
Always.
Every time.
I check and see what I've done.
Yeah.
We lie and tell ourselves that it's for health reasons, but at the same time, it's like, I just got to see how...
No, it's for pride.
It's not for health.
It's for pride, hopefully.
I mean, look
at that thing. Perfect.
It only becomes a health reason if I look at it and I don't understand how I made this happen. Like this morning, I took a poop, no big deal. I checked the bowl, and keep in mind, I've not been feeling well all week. My wife insisted it was allergies. I'm saying, no, man, there's something in me. And to put it to rest this morning, I explained basically what my poop looked like. And she goes, okay, you were right. I'm like, yeah, this clearly something got out of my system.
Don't forget to check it before you go for snakes.
You check it before and after.
Yeah.
Things that you do when nobody's watching. I don't know even why this one's on the list, but picking our nose. You have to.
Well, because people don't feel like getting busted picking their nose, but it is a gentle reminder to drivers everywhere that windows work both ways.
Yeah.
So it's not about nobody looking, it's about being alone. I understand you are sitting in your car alone, but everyone sees you digging in that nose. And sometimes you look at them and go, how far up in the nose can a booger possibly be?
Yeah, and sometimes they're different boogers. There's like that dry one that's in there, but you can't blow it out.
That's the one. Look, that's the one you fight
I feel
for.
like you got to pick.
Thumbnail.
Yeah.
It's stuck in the nose hair. Like, no, it's like having something stuck in your teeth with no toothpick. I will work on this until it is dislodged.
Yeah, I got caught going to the bathroom the other day. I turned that corner. I was finger in the nose. One of our coworkers was looking at me, and I was just like, take it out of my face.
That makes it even more hard.
Yeah, then I just walked by him. Didn't say a word. Let's not acknowledge it.
Imagining elaborate scenarios comes in at number 2 on the list.
Well, sure. It just makes life interesting.
How many people have you pulled? Have you been in a helicopter that they fell out of, and you're the only thing keeping them alive right now? You're
no, I pushed them out of the helicopter.
Oh, okay.
In my scenario. But you look, any movie, but anything creative happens because of that. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's it.
Sure.
So, not about are good directors. We are not good writers, but certainly everyone's come up with a good idea.
Do you ever think about stuff at like concerts or sporting events too?
What do you mean? Like when I'm physically there?
Yeah. Like, I don't know, maybe the Rolling Stones are just going to be like,
pull me up on stage.
Ted, can you get up here? I'll be like, you know what, Mick? I can.
But what do you want me to do?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'm here. You might not be happy about this decision.
Yeah, I don't know why. My brain goes there all the time. Like, I wonder if it could happen. You never know.
It could.
Obviously, I know it's fake, but like it runs through your head. And
well, I don't know. I have
Ted,
a friend.
We need you to start calling plays down here.
Yeah, exactly.
I had a friend who he was very high on acid. He admits this. And he went to see Living Color, all right? And he said, I kind of zoned out at one point, and when I turn around, everyone in the arena is looking at me. The band is playing, but everyone's looking at me. He had no idea why everyone's staring at him, because Ted, kind of like your moment, Corey Glover, the lead singer, was standing directly next. Had come out of the crowd, but
he didn't know?
Because he completely zoned out, and he goes, at one point, I realized, like, everyone in front and behind is looking at me, and I turn around, and Corey Glover's, like, directly next to me, kind of like singing to me thing. Like,
nice.
So it can happen. Maybe just don't be tripping on acid when it does. But he goes, but he said it wasn't cool because he noticed everyone staring first, and because he's on acid, he completely freaked out. And then when he realized Corey Glover's next to you, he goes, then I got real self-conscious, and I'm already tripping. And he's like, kind of ruined the moment.
Yeah, and also, I've been to enough concerts to know, like, singers are just looking out into the crowd. They're not looking at you.
They cannot see you.
But then sometimes I'll go to a local show, and, like, our buddy Wyatt Only, he was like, yeah, man, I was looking right at you. I was like,
we just don't know what
I didn't think you were.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, my bad. I would have waved.
This is the number one thing that we all do when nobody's watching, and I am 100% guilty on this. Pretending not to see someone.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
Walk through that
I've done
aisle,
that.
and all of a sudden you see somebody. You might even like him. It's like, I don't want to talk to him right now. I gotta duck out of here.
I did it today with a guy who just annoys the piss out of me, and I
downstairs.
Yeah, I mean, he's a nice guy, just annoys the piss out of me. And when I saw him, I managed to look away right before I can see in my periphery that he's looked up at me, and I see him move his hand, kind of like he's waving. But if you're looking at me, as far as he knows, I'm focused on the door in front of me. 100% ignored him. I just want to talk to him because it just irritates me. Yeah, I mean, I know it's a crappy thing to say, but it's like, look, why ruin my mood when you can just ignore a guy and get back to work?
There's a guy in my apartment complex. He's a super nice guy, but I just know it's going to be a 10-minute conversation. So if I could see him out washing his car, doing something to his car, I'll just wait.
Yeah.
A man in Australia tried to propose to his girlfriend and it put him in the hospital, Miles.
Wow, what do you do?
I'll tell you all about it at 5:50.
Thank you, sir. Headlines are coming up at 5:50. In the meantime, let's get a contestant on the line for Profile This at 206-803-ROCK. All right, have we made it to drinking time?
For those in the market for flavor, there's Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, a flavorful drink that's a modern twist on a Mexican street classic with 4 vibrant and refreshing flavors. Pineapple, watermelon, hibiscus, and cucumber lime, made with a splash of real fruit juice. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas are perfect for any fiesta, small or big. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, boldly authentic, vibrantly flavorful. Drink responsibly. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas flavored beers imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. Hibiscus contains juice only for color.
It's warming up, folks, and about time to turn on your AC unit and cross your fingers. Or you can give up that moment of truth and switch to an American Standard heat pump system like I did. My place is on Comfort Autopilot thanks to American Standard. Energy efficient and reliable, my heat pump keeps things cool like the Arctic in the summer. And with energy incentives, I was able to save. Ready for the future of comfort? Learn more at AmericanStandardAir.com/electrification.
Picture this. It's blazing hot outside and you need to get to work. You get into your car and turn on the AC to get cold air pumping as soon as possible. But it doesn't work. Instead, blowing hot air out of your vents and directly into your face. No, your car doesn't hate you. This issue is commonly caused by low refrigerant due to leaks in the air conditioning system. And there's an easy, all-in-one solution that will restore the cold air in no time. There's no need to go to the shop and pay lots of money when you can save time and money recharging yourself with AC Pro Recharge Kits. AC Pro Recharge Kits make restoring cold air easy for even those with zero DIY experience. And the AC Pro app offers clear, vehicle-specific instructions to help you get the job done in less than 10 minutes. So pick up an AC Pro Recharge Kit at any store selling auto products and confidently restore your car's cold air yourself today. Be a pro with AC Pro.
You don't just live in your home. You live in your neighborhood as well. So when you're shopping for a home, you want to know as much about the area around it as possible. Luckily, Homes.com has got you covered. Each listing features a comprehensive neighborhood guide from local experts. Everything you'd ever want to know about a neighborhood, including the number of homes for sale, transportation, local amenities, cultural attractions, unique qualities, and even things like median lot size and a noise score. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
It's time to dust off your glove, grab your bat, and hit the road for some baseball. But before you head to the game, make sure your ride is in top shape. At Axton Automotive, our skilled mechanics ensure your vehicle is running smoothly so you can focus on cheering for your team. Don't strike out this spring. Get your car ready for baseball season. Visit AxtonAutomotive.com or call 360-685-7976.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith from the Men's Room. And did you know I have a podcast? Well, I do. The Podcast. New episodes uploaded every Wednesday on the Odyssey app.
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the Men's Room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Big time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk and Stephen Throwhill to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed. And today we toast 43-year-old Daniel Ratliff of Manchester, Kentucky. What?
I thought it was you going to say Harry Potter.
Oh, what, Manchester?
Daniel Radcliffe.
Oh, Daniel Ratcliffe of somewhere in England, right? No.
Well, then you said Manchester. I was like, just call him Harry Potter.
So it's David Ratliff. And I'm guessing they're not related, but from Manchester, Kentucky. If you're wondering, that's about 100 miles south of Lexington, Kentucky, which still means nothing to me. Now, here's the thing. The cops discovered that he was passed out behind the wheel of his car in a parking lot. All right? So the cops go over there to investigate. They ask him to roll down the window, and they wake him up. He tries to pass it off. It's like, fellas, I've been driving all night. I'm just super tired. I pulled into the parking lot. I just wanted to sleep. You know what? Cool. Whatever. No problem. Either way, since we are here, we still have to ask for your driver's license and everything else.
All right.
So he reaches into his pocket, puts his hand out the window, and the cops grab his license, and they immediately arrest him on charges of trafficking a controlled substance. And did he have a warrant out for his arrest? He did not. The problem was, instead of handing over his identification, he whipped out a baggie of meth, pills, a large sum of what they call U.S. currency. That's what he handed to the cops. Didn't even realize what he had done. They're looking at this and said, yeah, we got to take him. Anyway, he was taken to the Clay County Detention Center. He will be arraigned later this month.
There you go, officer.
Yeah, they said he just handed it out the window. The cops are like, you for real? And he's like, you asked for my ID. I said, that is what we asked. You handed us your drugs. So he had his OS moment, and now he's going to jail, kids. Mm-hmm. So we pour this booze, and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy!
So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies. Down the hola, bichola.
The Men's Room presents Profile This.
And Stephen Throwhill, could you please tell everyone how Profile This is played?
I sure can, Miles. It's a simple game where we share with you a real-life news story, something that happened right here on planet Earth. Earth. And as you listen to the story, based on the stereotypes you believe to be true of people and the decisions that people make, we'll ask you what it is you think makes the story a story. Hello, caller. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Hello.
Hola. Who are we speaking to?
This is Monica.
Hello, Monica.
Hello, Monica. All right, Monica.
Monica, you're on the air. Do not cuss.
Okay, sir.
Or Ted will beat you with a hot iron. It's just what he does. We can't control.
It's been warming up for 3.5 hours.
All right, Monica, do you understand how this here game is played?
Yes, I do.
All right, fantastic. You have your choice of one of three stories. We have the wonderful world of drugs. We have Bite Me. In other words, what did somebody find in their food? And finally, Hit Me with Your Best Shot, where you guess the unconventional weapon that someone chose to use as a weapon.
Hit me with your best shot.
All right. Here is your story, and keep in mind, you don't have to actually hurt someone to be charged with a crime. So we go to Florida, shockingly, where police responded to a trespassing call at a convenience store, and one of the cops, he was in fact assaulted. The officer was hit by a food item because apparently in this country, if you don't have a real weapon, we throw our food at each other. And as they say, it was forcibly thrown at his thigh by a 73-year-old man, while that 73-year-old man was in handcuffs. Now, if you're thinking that probably did not leave a mark, you'd be wrong. According to the police report, the cop observed residue on the food on his thigh 6 inches underneath his belt line. Ooh, thoughts and prayers and all that. So basically, this cop is pissed because he thinks this guy was trying to throw the food and hit him in the junk. All right, so the man was charged with misdemeanor trespassing and battery on a law enforcement officer, which is a felony. So it's rough to get a felony like that, but don't feel bad for the guy. He has a pretty long rap sheet that includes being arrested 2 years ago for trying to strike a cop with a metal pole. So while he still tries to assault cops, at least he's dialed back his weapons game. The question is, what did he throw at the cop's thigh, hitting him 6 inches below, well, the good stuff? Was it a bowl of chili? Was it a cheeseburger? Was it chicken wings? Or was it onion rings? So bowl of chili, a cheeseburger, chicken wings, or onion rings. What did he throw? And the other question is, why did he have food in his hand if he's in handcuffs?
Bowl of chili, cheeseburger, chicken wings, and
onion rings.
Onion rings.
And you said he's handcuffed behind his back.
It's a 73-year-old man. It could have been in front of him. I don't know.
Okay.
But he was in handcuffs, so I assume he was cuffed in front. But 73-year-old dude, and he ripped his food off of this guy.
Monica, I'm going bowl of chili.
Chili.
Yeah.
Do you got the guy's name?
Ted, what do you think?
Did it say the assailant's name?
It does not say his name now.
All right, I'm going cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger.
Okay, Monica, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking if it left a mark, it's got to be something hard. So I'm going to go bowl of chili as well.
All right, chili. Bowl of chili. All right. What did this guy assault the officer with? Was it a bowl of chili, a cheeseburger, chicken wings, or onion rings? We'll find out next.
That was a tease.
You don't just live in your home. You live in your neighborhood as well. So when you're shopping for a home, you want to know as much about the area around it as possible. Luckily, Homes.com has got you covered. Each listing features a comprehensive neighborhood guide from local experts. Everything you'd ever want to know about a neighborhood, including the number of homes for sale, transportation, local amenities, cultural attractions, unique qualities, and even things like median lot size and a noise score. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
99.9 KISW. We return to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Categories, hit me with your best shot on profile. This Florida police officer was assaulted by a food item at a convenience store that was thrown at him by a man in handcuffs.
A 73-year-old man in handcuffs, Jim.
He was charged with a felony, and he'd been in trouble many times before. Question is, did he throw a bowl of chili, a cheeseburger, chicken wings, or onion rings at the officer?
And, Monica, that is the question that we asked you. All four options are reasonable when it's in Florida because everyone there is crazy. And when you're old, you're even crazier. And you went with a bowl of chili along with Miles Montgomery, which is a strong guess based on his quote-unquote residue, as the guy said. However, it was not a bowl of chili, I'm afraid. D. Ted Smith, you went with the old cheeseburger.
I did.
You are correct.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Why waste a cheeseburger?
You crush it on these, man.
I think I won all week.
Okay. I'm assuming it's the condiments that stain the cop. But again, based on where the burger hit the cop, realizing this guy's trying to hit him in the groin, I think that's what the cop's like. Okay, F you, dude.
You know what? That story's made up. It was Scotty Scheffler. He did it again, Miles.
Cheeseburger.
Now, for all TV news all the time, it's time for TV Time with Ted.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, the Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
All right. A lot of people are saying Ted Smith came up with the idea. Not him. I'm not saying it. A lot of people are saying it. We've been talking all week. We had breaking news yesterday, but it's official now. I have it written on paper in front of me. Chestnut, Kobayashi, Labor Day, live on Netflix. Chestnut versus Kobayashi, unfinished beef.
Unfinished beef.
Shout out to Netflix. Good call. I was going to say, Kobayashi cut ties with Nathan's in 2010 because he refused to sign an exclusive contract. So, I mean, they haven't battled in years.
Right.
Chestnut said, quote, through all my years of competitive eating, Kobayashi stands out as my fiercest rival. Competing against him pushed me to be so much better. It's time to give people what they want. Oh, MF and grudge match. He did not yell MF and grudge match, but yeah. So I mean, Labor Day, set your alarms, whatever. Just get fired up because they're going to do it.
Are they going to give an olive branch to Chestnut before the 4th of July to see if he will show up? Are they going to try to clear that mess up? Or they now with this? Do they say, all right, now I'm really pissed?
No, if I'm Chestnut, I'll say no. That's all right, man.
Thrill, I'm 100% with you. If I'm Joey Chestnut at this point, like, I got my deal with Netflix, I got my money from, like, I would be like, and honestly, if I was Joey Chestnut, I'd put out a press release that says, Nathan's, love you.
Thank you for all you've done.
I have nothing against you, but the guy running Major League Eating, like, he's the number one eater in the world.
Right.
Like, how could you cut him out?
And now he's going to compete against the other number one best eater in the world.
Right. Sometimes when sports aren't as popular as the Big Four, an important part of it is having the biggest star there. Like on your national team for women's basketball. But I digress.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, look, I'll probably still watch both. But I think whoever wins the Nathan's one, I mean, that's obviously going to have an asterisk.
Yep.
It's like, we're all going to be doing it. Like, oh, cool, dude. You won a contest where the real champs aren't there.
Right. Congratulations kind of thing.
Am I supposed to introduce them? You want to, Throw?
Well, I was just going to say, they've been on vacation all week, effing off. I mean, who even knows? But from the Daily Migs Morning Show, Danny V joining us in the studio.
Hi, guys.
Hanging out with a kid today.
I am, yeah. Well, pretty much all month.
And that's kind of what enticed me, right? So your daughter, a little bit younger than my kids are now.
Yeah, sure.
But there's a time where you realize that your TV viewing time is split between stuff that you would like to watch. Like for me, The Boys. What did me and my wife just start watching? And it's effed up. Night Country, the latest True Detective with Jodie Foster.
Oh, okay.
It's been really good. Still not quite sure what's going on, but it's dark. It's messed up. But it's one of those, we have to wait until the kids go to sleep.
Of course.
Now, when the kids are younger, as soon as I got home, it was Paw Patrol, Little Einsteins. And all. So with your daughter being here, how have your TV viewing habits had to change?
Oh, she runs the TV. And my girlfriend hates it, number one. And so at that point, she's like, Lily, can you go play on, your computer, go do video, whatever you need to do, just let me have my true crime that I need to watch. But when I'm home, I usually don't because, I only get her for a little bit during the summer.
Yeah.
So we watch a lot of Bluey.
Really? I never had to do Bluey.
Thank God. Be happy. I really think that there is like a conspiracy theory of parents out there. Because even like Miggs, he's like, oh, Bluey's not that bad. It's made for adults and children. I'm like, no, you're just saying that because you have to watch it. It's not that great.
It's not. The only show that's like for kids and adults in my mind and all the time I've been alive was like The Muppets.
Sure. I love
everything. Right. Yeah, as an adult, I can watch it. As a kid, I'd watch it. But do you do any Paw Patrol?
We don't do. No, she grew out of that really quick. She did that for when she was like 3 and 4.
Lucky, dude.
Yeah.
I hated that show. My kid recently asked me about it. He said, I guess they made the Paw Patrol movie a couple months ago, right? So, kind of like us as we get older, they will make a movie of a show that you watch when you're a kid, and you're like, ooh, kind of Dukes of Hazzard, Fall Guy, all this crap. And you kind of have a little nostalgia for it. So my son didn't necessarily want to see it. But when the commercial came on, he's like, oh, yeah, man, Paw Patrol. And I told him I effing hated that show. But it blew his mind. He goes, are you being serious? I said, are you being serious? I said, yeah. I hated that show. He goes, why'd you always watch it? Because you
made me watch it.
The worst thing that could possibly happen is the show gets so popular that they take it on the road.
Oh, yeah.
So now you got to go to a live performance of this crap.
I saw Peppa Pig live.
That's when you're like, oh, God, they're coming to town.
I still remember my brother when my niece and nephew were younger. Like talking to him on a Monday. So what'd you do? He goes, I went and saw the Wiggles in concert.
I've seen them.
And I said something like, and he goes, you know what? Credit to the Wiggles. There was a beer garden.
Oh, yeah.
They're Australian.
Yeah. they know their audience.
Yeah, the venue, and I said,
audience.
Yeah, and I was like, well, could you go to he's like, right, because he's always been married. So he's like, yeah, we just kind of ran shifts.
Sure.
And the Baltimore Arena sold beer.
Yeah, I think it just depends on where they play, too. But it's just like, all right, yeah.
You cater to the people that paid for it. Have you had to go to any live performances?
We did, what did we do early? I think it was like Disney on Ice.
Done that.
But she was kind of like, she doesn't really like the live shows much. I mean, now she's getting it, like she's 10, but she's going on 30. And I swear she like loves Hamilton. She loves the Newsies. I don't know if you guys ever, like all those like old timey musicals. So I'm actually like kind of in for those ones. But the Bluey thing, which granted, She's not, in my opinion, she's too old for Bluey.
All right.
She watches it anyway because she has a little sister now from her mom.
That'll do it.
And she's on the conspiracy train of being like, no, it's awesome, Dad. And I'm like, it's not awesome.
What is Bluey even about? I know it's a dog.
It's basically
it's a family of dogs from New Zealand.
Yeah, it's like a ripoff of Peppa Pig, and it's done better than Peppa Pig.
Everything is done better than Peppa Pig.
That's also true. And yeah, but no, it's just about like, them finding themselves in situations, and they have to, it's basically what I've learned about it is it's the kids, the Bluey and the little sister Bingo. I know all about them now. They're basically guilting the parents in for wanting to have adult time by themselves, and it's always like, play with us, and the dad's like, no, I got to go to work, and they're like, but Dad, and then they're like, oh, okay, I guess I can just call today off.
Well, speaking of that,
real life
kids. Sunday is your day. You get to do whatever you want to do. What are the plans for Father's Day?
We're going to Disneyland.
Are you really?
Yeah. So when you say
you're going to Disneyland,
yeah, we're going to Disneyland.
You're getting on a plane and you're flying tomorrow? Saturday?
On Saturday. Yep, Saturday morning.
Wow, that's very cool.
Spending a week in
I've never been to Disneyland. I've only done Disney World, but
I'm sorry.
California Adventure's pretty awesome.
No, Disneyland, I think I've always had this thing of if you go to Disneyland first, you like Disneyland better. If you go to Disney World first, you like Disney World better.
Sure.
But I've always been a California guy, so like I like going to we're doing like 2 or 3 days at Disneyland.
We just read today, and I don't know the quantify because I don't know how many days the average is, but they said if you go to the world or the land, the average person, family, whatever, goes $2,000 into debt.
Oh yeah.
What is a day ticket?
Oh my God! I think it's like for a single day ticket. I think it's like $94 these days.
Oh, that's not the worst.
Yeah, I think.
Oh wow! I thought it was going to be more than that. Is that just? The land that just gets you into the land. Yes. Like when you're down in the world, there's different tickets because you might want a park hopper.
Oh yeah, you get the park hopper. You have to add that on. You have to add the Genie Plus services these days.
What is if I get Genie Plus? What have I done?
It basically gives you access to the fast passes because they don't have fast passes anymore. Like where you go up and you pick the little ticket and stuff. You have to do it all on your app and you have to pay for that. And then on top of that, then my mom she's going with us. It's kind of like our family thing we do every other year. So my mom's meeting us. My mom's in her 70s. She can't walk a lot, so she's like, let's just book the Grand Californian, which I don't know if you guys have ever been there. Nicest freaking hotel at Disneyland. So I think we're probably $2,000 plus an extra $7,000 in debt from just going to
California
Disneyland.
Adventure-wise, I do like the little roller coaster. I thought the Cars ride was great.
Super cool.
The drop thing they have with Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yep.
That's another good ride.
I mean,
I haven't done the Star Wars thing because it wasn't there when I went with my kids.
Yeah, I'm excited to go, and we're also going to do. I think we're going to try to do Knott's Berry one day when we're there. I was going to
ask you, we're going to go out there.
Knott's Berry. What's that?
Knott's Berry Farm. It's Knott's Berry. It's like roller coasters.
Okay, all right.
Park. And the good thing once again. 10 going on 30. She's like, I want to ride everything, Dad. I'm like, you're too short. Sorry.
Yeah.
She's got to be almost tall enough, though, right?
She's super. Everything at Disneyland she can ride, but some of the like crazy ones at Knott's, because they have like the bigger roller coasters that she could fall out of. And so it's like, we're not going to do that.
I mean, that's always like the only real knock against the Disney parks is they've gotten better about it, but it was always like when you went to Disney World, it'd be like, if you want the crazy ride, you got to go over to Universal.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, they've upped the rides, but that's, but I always said, like, Universal doesn't have magic.
Yeah. If you want the danger element, just go to Huntington Beach and walk around.
We're staying there for a couple of days as well. So, here we go.
Orange County is dope.
Good times. Good times. That's an awful cool Father's Day.
One last thing. If you're not stuck watching the kids shows, what is your go-to show?
It's usually like the true crime documentaries. We just got done watching that. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. The Devil, Dancing for the Devil. It's about the TikTok cult.
My wife is watching that right now. Yes,
super interesting. It's all about like how like these basically dancers who moved to Hollywood got involved with the cult, and they literally dance on TikTok. They have millions of followers, but then how were like cut off from their family. They give most of their profits to this one guru down there, and they're like, no, everything's fine. But it's all about like the family trying to reach one girl in it. It was really cool to watch.
Okay, my wife is watching that, and Ted, we took your advice. We watched How to Rob a Bank yesterday.
Oh yeah, that's a great doc.
And it's funny. We paused it, and my son walked in, and just because it's called How to Rob a Bank, she goes, why are you watching something called How to Rob a Bank? I said, do you have money? I said, well, no. I said, that's why. So he seriously thought we were watching like a blueprint to how to actually rob a bank.
And when you Google it, remember to add on Netflix.
Oh, right. So it's not. Yeah, that way the FBI doesn't come to visit.
I'm looking forward to the 4th season of The Boys kicking off tonight. That's one that I've kind of plowed
Do you watch
through.
The Boys?
I've never watched it, no.
Dude.
You need to start watching that one.
It's pretty good?
Yeah,
Do not watch it in front of your kid.
Okay.
No,
Do not watch it.
No.
It is. I mean, it's almost. I love it, but there's certain points where I'm like, Jesus, this is too much. I'm 43.
I'm
I'm
sure they're not going to make it any gentler.
I read they're going to make it
on.
worse.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Which makes me excited.
What is it on?
That's on
Amazon.
Okay. We have that.
And also on Hulu, they've got that new Brat Pack thing that's the
They
documentary.
do. But speaking of The Boys, Miles, that does premiere today, right? Today's 13th.
Yeah.
And then they've also announced that season 5 of The Boys will be the last season.
Yes.
I saw they did some good promotion today. What's the name of the giant company?
Vought.
Vought.
Yes.
And they were like, we're pleased to announce, that Homelander won Superhero of the Year. And he's like Times Person of the Year, this and that. Homelander is like Captain America if Captain America was a complete a-hole and did terrible, terrible things to other people.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but he still is like Captain. He's Homelander.
It's definitely worth watching the first episode to see if you'd like it. From the first season.
If you get to the first episode, you will always like it. If you don't like the first episode, you will never like it.
Probably not watch it again.
Well, have a fun time down at
Thank
Disneyland.
you, guys.
That sounds like an awesome way to spend Father's
Danny, you a hockey guy?
Of course I am.
That's right. I mean, you're wearing a Kraken hat.
Hey, he's wearing
My
a Kraken.
apologies. And he's one of the Bowie boys. If you're watching something tonight, you do have Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Finals. That's up in Edmonton. I saw Florida had a tough time getting in Edmonton last night because of weather. I'm not going to give a prediction because it seems like Florida's just dominating.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Ted. We appreciate it. You're listening to The Men's Room.
It's warming up, folks, and about time to turn on your AC unit and cross your fingers. Or you can give up that moment of truth and switch to an American Standard heat pump system like I did. My place is on Comfort Autopilot thanks to American Standard. Energy efficient and reliable, my heat pump keeps things cool like the Arctic in the summer. And with energy incentives, I was able to save. Ready for the future of comfort? Learn more at AmericanStandardAir.com/electrification.
Picture this. It's blazing hot outside and you need to get to work. You get into your car and turn on the AC to get cold air pumping as soon as possible. But it doesn't work. Instead, blowing hot air out of your vents and directly into your face. No, your car doesn't hate you. This issue is commonly caused by low refrigerant due to leaks in the air conditioning system. And there's an easy, all-in-one solution that will restore the cold air in no time. There's no need to go to the shop and pay lots of money when you can save time and money recharging yourself with AC Pro Recharge Kits. AC Pro Recharge Kits make restoring cold air easy for even those with zero DIY experience. And the AC Pro app offers clear, vehicle-specific instructions to help you get the job done in less than 10 minutes. So pick up an AC Pro Recharge Kit at any store selling auto products and confidently restore your car's cold air yourself today. Be a pro with AC Pro.
For those in the market for flavor, there's Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, a flavorful drink that's a modern twist on a Mexican street classic with 4 vibrant and refreshing flavors. Pineapple, watermelon, hibiscus, and cucumber lime, made with a splash of real fruit juice. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas are perfect for any fiesta, small or big. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, boldly authentic, vibrantly flavorful. Drink responsibly. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas flavored beers imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. Hibiscus contains juice only for color.
The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill. Now, let's see what's happening in the real world.
All right, here we go. An Australian man is in the hospital after a wedding proposal, but says he had a blast. Meanwhile, one Motel 6 used to take ground beef as payment, but that is now in the past. Leopard in China Zoo is making news because it's so fat. 2 camels at Cedar Point in Ohio were not in their usual habitat, and 500 tons of crap catches fire at a London waste facility. It is time for your headlines.
Now, it's time to hit the headlines. Here's Mike Hawk.
All right, our top story, we go down under, where a proposal went horribly wrong. A man is in the hospital with lifelong injuries after he tried to set the scene for his proposal by building a bonfire. Not a bad idea. Needing to act quickly and the fire not cooperating, the man took drastic measures to build up the blaze, and you guessed it, he grabbed a can of gasoline.
Oh, my God.
He no more than took a stance to douse the fire with the gasoline before it just exploded right into his face, sending him to the hospital with severe burns, and he's now issued a warning to everyone of the dangers of bonfires, as he still feels the effects of that night a whole 6 months later.
Yeah, we know.
Right.
We know, dude. And his wife's like, well, I don't know if I want to marry him. He's just not my type, physically.
Right. He's a little too hot for me.
Oh, your husband's hot. Thank you. No, I mean, he's on fire.
And just in case people don't know what exactly happened, it is not the liquid of gasoline that ignites, it is the vapor. It is the air around it. So when you throw it on it, it covers the air in those fumes, in those vapors. And so when it lights all of it, all at the same time, and it will explode. It will combust. When you put it into your car, it puts the equivalent of a little mini super teeny tiny spray bottle with a spark, and that creates enough combustion to turn your engine.
And you feel like if we were talking to kids out of school, I feel like this conversation is warranted. Absolutely. Maybe even high school, but this is a grown-ass man. Mm-hmm. Come on, man.
Right.
I will say that the point Mike is making, you'd be shocked at how many people do not fathom that the vapors catch fire.
The fume is the thing, right?
Yeah.
Right.
The part of gasoline everyone likes the smell, that's the part that blows up.
Exactly. Another news over to China, where a leopard isn't working with his helpers. Earlier this year, the big cat became an internet sensation after people discovered that a zoo in China had a morbidly obese leopard in his possession, declaring him a real-life clawhouser from the movie Zootopia. I don't know if you guys have seen that movie or that leopard that's in there. He's a bigger fella.
Yeah.
Alongside the sensationalism, there was also concern for the well-being of the animal, which prompted officials to announce that they would work to help the cat lose weight. Unfortunately, old age partnered with limited space to work out, and let's face it, the leopard didn't give a damn. He hadn't lost a single pound in the 2 months following the pledge to slim him down, which ultimately caused officials to call off the efforts altogether. They say that he's still getting regular checkups and has good reports in spite of his size. He's in the equivalent of his 70s.
But you said this is in China?
Yeah.
Then it might not be a leopard at all. It's just some fat-ass animal that they spray painted, man.
It's a house cat.
It should be like the Chinese zoo. Guess what animal? You can tell the animal we're trying to recreate. What animal do you actually think it is?
It's kind of weird, too. It's like leopards.
Have you ever seen a fat leopard?
No. Right. That's why I'm going to have to look it up.
He's just chilling and relaxing, man.
Dude, look at the picture.
He's like, look, I'm not out in the wild anymore. I don't really have to hunt for food.
He is living the best life. He doesn't have to do a doggone thing. He lays around, gets all the food that he wants, all the sunshine that he wants. Yeah, he can't move and
guess
jump
what?
as
He
much
can't run either. He's in an enclosure.
Right.
There's no room for exercise.
Damn.
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't know, man. That's big. That looks so weird.
Yes, because a fat leopard is just not something you find in nature.
I mean, it literally looks, it looks like they've just painted another animal.
Some sugar down my throat.
Out there looking like a walrus.
I bet you it is.
I bet people could outrun that leopard.
Yeah, you wouldn't even sweat it.
You guys have any more chocolate-covered pickles? I like chocolate-covered pickles.
People screaming at the cage, sing Kickstart My Heart.
What? Hey, you know what happened to the other drummer's arm? Apparently this guy ate it.
That's right.
Okay.
He is the Def Leppard.
That'd be a funny band. Fat Leopard. It's just like fat old, middle-aged dudes playing Def Leppard.
Fat Leopard.
Pour some sugar on it.
Right.
And just keep going.
It is anything.
Oh, man.
Put sugar in the Kool-Aid.
Pour some sugar on it.
What was that, salt shaker? Nah, sugar. Putting sugar on your eggs?
A Motel 6 in Omaha isn't meeting industry standards by a long shot. Residents are working with the corporate offices to, at very least, get the branch under new management after it.
Oh, damn it.
A breeding ground for crime and safety issues. Don't worry, I'll be back. The story details examples of just how shady the branch is by reporting that officers are called there so often that they're calling the corporate offices themselves. And there's even word that the night clerk has accepted other methods of payment for a room in the middle of the night, including, you guessed it, ground beef.
Dude, at least make it sex.
I thought you were going to say mouth hug.
That's probably it.
That's what I'm saying. You go I get that, but
it's a dude. You just bring me some ground beef, we'll call it even.
How do you think
This
that
is a
conversation
weirdo that runs
comes
that
up,
thing, dude. If you are accepting ground beef as currency, you're a weird dude.
I'm bringing in a big log, so I can get 2 nights.
You got to be down on your luck.
For all the big tubes of meat and no minds, I'll get one of those.
I'm staying for a week, buddy.
But how bad down on your luck are you where you're like, no, man, honestly, do whatever illegal. Just bring me some beef.
Ground beef. That open up.
You think he's fencing it on the side, maybe?
No.
You think this is straight up, I'm eating this?
This is
It's the
somebody came
nighttime
in there and
clerk
said,
at a
"Dude, I got nothing. I got beef."
Yeah, at a motel in Omaha.
But how do you explain this away to corporate? Like, if this were independently owned, I go, look, you run your business the way you want. I don't care. But at some point, they have to do accounting and go like, the numbers don't add up. And then you have to say, listen, sometimes I don't take cash. I just take ground beef.
Oh, I bet you still got to pay for the room. The beef is so you ignore the fact I'm running whores out of the room.
You think that's what it is?
Yeah.
All right, so pay for the room, but give me ground beef and I'll... But when the cops have to call corporate, you know it's bad. Like, yeah, this is Oklahoma police. Look, man, can you please get a grip on this? This is ridiculous.
Nebraska.
Just in case those stars have a bad taste in your mouth.
Thankfully, there's good news.
We go to Michigan, where someone else is getting their diploma this month. A local resident left high school to fight in the Korean War, but never completed his studies upon his return. He tells the media that he had intended to, but instead chose to commit himself to developing what would be a 40-year-long career at the local paper mill and to raising his 4 children, saying that simply that life got in the way. Now, at the ripe age of 90, his daughter-in-law contacted the school and he's officially been awarded his high school diploma.
Nice.
I know what you're wondering, Ted. He has not made any hard commits to any college just yet.
All right.
But I'm going to keep you in the know.
USC's looking at him.
So he's got his grade 12. Good.
That's right.
Got all his eligibility, though.
You know he's going to get varsity anywhere that he goes. You know he's coming in as a
throw a
senior.
knuckleball.
The batter stands 9 feet away.
And his back out. Men's Room IPA continues to spread around the Pacific Northwest. Our buddy Tim found it at Andy's Fish House up there in Snohomish. Our buddy Carl sent us an email, said that he found it at Ringer's Pub in Montlake Terrace. And Spencer found it at Poorhouse Pete's in Carnation. And of course, you can always find a comprehensive list of locations on the Men's Room page of KISW.com. Men's Room Sports. The Celtics are looking to sweep the Mavericks in the NBA Finals after winning last night 106-99 to put them ahead 3-0 in the series. It is match point from here on out, starting Game 4 tomorrow at 5:30.
And the Mavs fought, man. They fought. They just could not get it done.
Yeah, Lucas, stay in the game. Stop complaining. Jesus.
Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Final is already underway between the Oilers and the Panthers, with Florida sitting at 2-0 in the series. That game currently on ABC. Your Seattle Mariners took it to extra innings with the White Sox last night after dropping a 1-0 lead in the 9th, but a clutch RBI shot to the gap by Mitch Haniger in the 10th led the Mariners to victory and a win in the series, the last game of which will be on tonight at 6:40 en route. And I believe it was Emerson Hancock getting the start on that one. As far as your weather, no big changes in the weather tonight. We've got some cloud cover moving in that'll make for a partly sunny Friday with temperatures reaching right around 65. That is it for your headlines. With that, Mike Hawk is out.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate it. We'll see you next time for the Father's Day inspired Bad Choice Friday and the return of Ted versus the FCC.
Yes, indeed. In the meantime, well, we be all about this bitch. So until next time, please do what you do best. And for Aletha's sake, stay beautiful.
The Men's Room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network.
Oh, man!
A Double Flush production.
You don't just live in your home. You live in your neighborhood as well. So when you're shopping for a home, you want to know as much about the area around it as possible. Luckily, Homes.com has got you covered. Each listing features a comprehensive neighborhood guide from local experts. Everything you'd ever want to know about a neighborhood, including the number of homes for sale, transportation, local amenities, cultural attractions, unique qualities, and even things like median lot size and a noise score. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.